This show is an opinion-based show. The opinions expressed here are of the person who expressed them and not a reflection of how League Gaming or its staff speaks or thinks. This show is for mature audience.
You know what? Fuck that. You guys get so butthurt about this show and our opinions. I don't even know why I bother putting a disclaimer. You pulled the mercy card once, just contact him when you get butthurt, cause it's coming.
Hey, all right. So we are live with the draft show. This is the season 28 prospect draft for the NHL. We're waiting for Sensei drop puck shot whatever to fix his microphone. His shit is all fuckered up. But we got Jet. We got Air Raiders. Welcome back, B Major. And also making his second appearance on the Doghouse Sensei Drop Shot. This is Doghouse Presents the Season 28 Prospect Draft. Jet, what are we going to see in this first round?
It's going to be interesting. I think the first round, one of the big stories is going to be where that Rio line ends up. There's a couple of teams that have a few picks in the first round. It's going to be interesting to see if moves are made to try to get these guys to stay together and make them a viable AHL, NHL line, or if they're going to get separated and end up in their own separate ways. I think it's going to be my interesting story, at least for the first round.
All right, Air Raiders. What do you see going on in this draft?
I want to see what the hell Anaheim does with all their picks. They have, what, 142 of the 143 picks. Last year
does
they
Las
Vegas
Vegas
have
have that other one? Is that what it is?
Yeah, Vegas has the first one.
Number one pick, and then the rest is Anaheim. Last year they kind of screwed up and took 7 forwards. It kind of messed them up a little bit going forward, but we'll see what they do this year with all the picks they have, and hopefully they draft more balanced.
B Major.
I think it's going to be a really interesting draft to see, and I think this is one of the better things with all these drafts. It kind of gives you a bit of a reflection on what teams really had a lot of individual talent. Like, I can tell you when I was doing my mock draft, I saw a lot of teams like Calgary and North Bay that had a lot of individual talent on that team. But then you would see other guys like Victoria or Lethbridge that went really far, and there wasn't maybe 1 or 2 players from each team represented. So, and then like Raiders said, with the whole Rio line, Hugo line, I'm curious how that plays out, because I've heard a lot of people say they don't want to stay together, and I've heard some people say they do. And there's a couple teams like Anaheim or New Jersey that could possibly get the two of them together. So it'll be interesting to see how the first couple picks play out.
All right, drop shot. Are you with us?
Am I?
There you go. All right. So how do you think this is going to affect the draft with Los Angeles now drafting? Las Vegas, not Los Angeles. Los Angeles has always been drafting, but Las Vegas.
I don't think it'll change much other than maybe a couple more players, 4 more players. That's the obvious change, and I think that's all it's going to change. I don't know. It's going to be another team. It's going to be the same as real life.
They have the number 1 pick, though. They got lucky with the draft lottery. Scooting up, Batty has 4,000 picks. Somehow managed to not get in the top 3.
Yeah, that is interesting. I don't think Mike knows he's muted.
Yep, true. All right. So this ought to be interesting, though. In all seriousness, what are we seeing for number 1 pick? What do we expect to see? Jet?
Go. You know, even going just off of Mages, I think got the first, 2 or 3 picks right. I think Tomek's going to be the first guy taken. He's a great player, and he's one of those players that knows a lot of people, and I think that goes a long way in the draft. Knowing guys up there in the NHL and the AHL is always a big thing, especially if you're trying to go high.
Air Raiders? Agree, disagree?
I think Tomek goes number 1, for sure. It is basically just knowing a lot of people. Rumor had it he quit on his team last season, basically during the playoffs, so see what happens. I hear he's going number 1, though.
All right, and then New Jersey has the 2nd and 3rd pick. What do you think they do with that?
I mean, that could be the Banana League All-Star line. Right there, you have 2 out of the 3, and they have another one not too far down.
This is true. Major, we all know what you predicted here, but go ahead and reiterate for the people who didn't read.
Yeah, so for anyone that didn't see it, I had Tomek going 1, and then Liney and Rio at 2 and 3. I did notice at the time that New Jersey actually made a trade with Toronto to move up to 12, so maybe Hugo QC drops back a little bit with management now being into the mix. If they have the possibility to do it, I think they maybe would. I have heard Rio's draft stock has dropped a little bit, so he might fall. Maybe you see a guy like Monster go at 3. It just kind of depends how things play out. I think that those 2 picks from New Jersey is really going to shape how a lot of the rest of the draft goes, because having 2 picks back-to-back like that, which Thick has had for 2 straight years, can really affect a lot of other guys' draft boards, especially if he does something that throws a monkey wrench.
All right, we haven't heard much from you, Drop Shot. What do you want to talk about right now about this draft? Why'd you want to be part of this?
I don't see, speaking of the 2 picks, the New Jersey picks, I don't see them going 2 forwards. I think that with picks that high, defense is too valuable in those upper leagues there. So I think they'll go maybe with a Monster or a Gun Show or something like that with one of those picks.
How many of these picks do you guys see actually playing in the NHL?
5. Give or take maybe to 10.
Top 5 picks are going to be Tomek, Line, Monster, Rio, Mewtwo. In that order.
And you think those 5 will play in the NHL for sure?
Yes.
Just about everybody else.
And then
will
after
drop
that,
down
it's
to
a
the AHL?
crapshoot. Yeah, it's a crapshoot after that. You might get a few that hit or miss from there on out, but top 5 usually is definite, and then the rest is kind of like it'll depend.
There's a few other guys. There's a few other defensemen, guys like Sketchy that could easily play in the NHL. There's got to be probably at least 10 that are going to stay up in the NHL. The rest is going to be just an AHL filler.
I'm going to say the top.
Right, Ted?
I'm not going to say that it's going to all be in a specific order, but I'm going to say 7 of the 10 draft picks stay up in the end.
7 of the top 10?
And Tomek has just gone number 1. So there we go.
There
First
it is.
pick.
Yep.
My shit is not
Shocker.
updating. Why is my shit not updating? This is really annoying. But all right, Tomek goes number 1.
Line A number 2.
Line A number 2. So far, it's about what we thought, right?
Major looks
This-
like a genius so far in the first 2.
This is where it gets interesting, though. Do they go with a defenseman and Monster that can be up in the NHL, or do they try to get Rio with them? I think this is where a lot of picks are going to get switched up a little bit.
I think whoever doesn't get taken here goes number 4. So if it's Rio here, it'll be Monster 4.
All right, and just waiting on New Jersey to make their second pick. But we're all thinking that it's going to be Rio here. Or not all of us, I guess. One of us thinks that they're going to go defense here.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Monster.
Think Rio slips to Anaheim then? Is that what you're saying?
Unfortunately for him. But yes.
Yeah.
If he slips there, I don't think Rio goes in. I don't think Rio goes to Anaheim, to be honest with you. I think he'd slip to Carolina.
You think so? Who do you
I think he would slip to 5.
Do you have some inside information here? Who do you think Anaheim goes after?
Maybe, maybe not. I mean, obviously. Oh, there's the pick.
Rio.
Rio. All right. So there you go. Line A and Rio playing together in Jersey. Do you think they both end up in the NHL this season, playing together? They've already got the
If one of them
chemistry.
stays, they all stay.
It's true. It's true. All right. So you thinking Monster goes here? Is that what we're thinking?
It'd be smart.
I'm thinking Monster goes here, but I do have a little bit of inside information that Anaheim could go forward here. So we'll see what happens.
Ooh,
If they
hashtag
go-
Mewtwo.
If they go forward, they go in Mewtwo?
I think Mewtwo is probably the best forward available, so I could see them going Mewtwo here.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't go Monster. I think they do go Monster. A quality NHL defenseman is hard to find. I'm surprised he even falls back behind the top 5 if he does, but I think Monster's the pick they go. But if they don't, then probably a guy like Mewtwo who will go 5, in my opinion, to Carolina. But
I got you.
Major, let me ask you a question, because when you scouted all these guys, you had the Calgary line out there, and you had Line A go in first. Do you think he's the best individual player on that line?
personally, I think Line A is probably the best individual player. You have to remember, during the playoffs with Calgary, Line A got split from that line, and Rio's line played both games and lost without him versus Lethbridge. So that might have shown maybe Line was a bit more valuable than what people thought. People called it the Rio line, but maybe Line was a little bit more valuable than people thought, and I think that's why he was taken above Rio.
New Maple Leaf says, bro, they literally hype up Mewtwo, who had 1 million turnovers in the CHL. There he is. Mewtwo goes number 4 to Anaheim.
It's a good pick.
I would not want to be in that group.
So who does Carolina go for? Did they take defense here?
I don't see Monster going past top 5. He's too good of a defenseman to go past the top 5. I think with a guy, I think they got lucky almost to get him past here. So I think that they would have to go Monster with defense.
A lot of Mewtwo hate in the chat box right now. A lot of Mewtwo hate.
Yeah, I mean, we may have just seen the first player selected to get banned.
Liam Blackett, you just don't put the dot, and it won't think that it's a link. Sorry.
Wow.
APX. APX goes to Carolina.
That's a bit of a reach to me, to be honest with you. APX is a good player, but he would have definitely fallen to 19. They had 19 available. He would have fallen.
I would have thought he would, but I guess they really wanted him, or they really saw something in him. So Monster has to go to Colorado here. Is that what we're saying?
If you're picking best available.
Yeah, in my mock draft, I had Sketchy going to Colorado, considering they need a defenseman, but with Monster, in my opinion, having an edge over Sketchy, I think they go Monster.
If they don't pick Monster, the Rangers get a steal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Or does he slip back to Anaheim? Like, yeah. It's interesting. Does he slip back to Anaheim? Did Mewtwo? Did they pick Mewtwo with the plans of being able to pick Monster on Anaheim at number 8? I don't think they did.
Possibly. I think that might be the surprise of this draft is how far Monster
Let's not give Batty that much credit. No, what do you guys think of the new thing about CHL management being able to be drafted?
Sucks.
I think it's good. I think it's smart.
Josh obviously upset about it.
Yep.
I think it's good if owners are able to draft them in the right places, because guys like New Maple Leafs that are in the draft and our management can be an absolute game changer for your team a season or two down the line. I feel like that could be a game changer in this draft too, because you might see some of those guys get reached a little higher than they should.
Do you think Captain Campos gets drafted tonight?
I think I kind of have to say yes. I think he will get drafted, not first round, but I think you could see him sometime in the second or third round for sure.
Anything
if Raiders got drafted, anyone can get drafted.
But Raiders was actually decent.
That's the first. I haven't heard that in a while.
I mean, he was actually decent in his first season.
Can I put that in my profile?
I mean,
Raiders was actually decent, Sir Mike Knight. I need an endorsement.
In his first season, obviously he was an absolute NHL bust. But that happens. It happens.
Bust is a strong word.
I mean, let's be honest,
you're an absolute bust.
Anaheim was an absolute monstrosity of a team. No one could be saved there. No one was going to be good in Anaheim.
So you don't think Line A would have been able to turn Anaheim around?
Last season?
No one player was turning Anaheim around last season.
What about Line A and Rio?
So now it's 2 players. Still I didn't have that.
I still don't think so, honestly. The thing is that, especially, I think with NHL 18 specifically, with 17 you get away with having 2 or 3 players and having one maybe get carried. That was a little worse. But 18, it's going to take 6 guys to win a game, I feel like. You won't have the ability to have a couple of guys be able to dangle through and cone the other people that aren't doing as much. It's going to be a lot more of a complete game in 18.
See, but by that term, doesn't APX seem like even more of a reach? What makes APX so good was his ability to wiggle through everyone last season. He was one of those guys that just held it, wiggled, and was in. You can't do that this year with all these machine gun pokes everywhere.
I honestly think with APX too, is that the thing I don't understand about is like Carolina had 19. I feel like APX would have fell there. They had another pick.
Sketchy goes to Colorado with the 6th pick.
I got that one right.
How far is Monster going to slip? How far? He has to go either to New York or Anaheim. Is that what we're thinking?
I think if he gets past New York, he has to go to Anaheim.
If New York doesn't take him, Anaheim takes him for sure.
No doubt.
Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, they have to. I think they have to. They got away with getting Mewtwo. If he
I don't think Skeggy was a bad pick there at all.
No, not at all.
Skeggy's a great player.
And some of it might just have to do with familiarity. You have to remember, some of these guys play with a lot of these prospects, so maybe Colorado didn't expect Monster to fall, and they know more about Sketchy that we don't. So that might have had a bit to do with it. Maybe that's why Monster is falling.
I think a big thing to do with it is our All-Star game. Both APX and Sketchy, both Jets, All-Stars alums.
No, I don't think that had anything to do with it. Especially since Jets did not win.
They did not, but they tried really hard.
Maui's Marauders did. Speaking of B Major, what are we thinking this season, man? What are you doing?
More than likely gonna follow the CHL just to see where I go in bidding, to be honest with you. So, I'm gonna warn all of you owners watching now. The commissioner of the whole fucking website called me bad. Don't bid me up. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. When the commissioner calls you bad, there's
Tell B Major to blow his nose, please.
Nah, but seriously. Yeah, I'll probably try to. I'll probably go into bidding. So.
What about media? What are you thinking about doing for media next season?
Definitely gonna probably consider doing the write-up still. I'll try to find something with the write-ups. I'll probably try to do a bidding review for the W, O, and Q. The rest of the season, we'll see what happens. I kind of have had some ideas. I'm keeping it on the down low, so we'll see what happens. But I definitely have some plans to do some write-ups.
I'm just trying to get you some free promotions here. You know, some free.
Oh yeah, for sure. Look out for the media this season. I'm really looking to try to bring some stuff out, so look out for it.
All right. Yeah. So I did not expect at least these first 10 picks to go so long.
It's a real thought out process here.
Yeah, I honestly I thought some of these guys would know what the heck they're looking for, but I think with some of the people that have slipped, they don't know where the fuck to go. Especially Monster. I mean, are they debating Monster or who they were originally planning on picking? Like, does the fact that Monster did not go in the top 5, is that like screwing everybody else's plans up? I don't know.
I think maybe
it's
that's
definitely making you consider it.
Mm-hmm.
It's making you want a cigarette? Is that what you just said?
Surprised that the top 5 was 4 forwards. Only one defenseman in what seems like a defense-heavy type game, with the poke check being so prominent.
True.
Really trying to get the edge, maybe someone that's a little bit better at offense in a lacking of offensive type game.
It's interesting.
Also, I've been told that Monster is a center.
Oh,
So
really?
He signed up as a center.
That has something to do with
Oh yeah.
where he's at in the draft.
That might have something to do with it, huh? Interesting. Very interesting.
Then it's not nearly as surprising that he's
And Dangle goes number. Okay, we got 2 picks that just went through just now. Hugo QC went to New York, and Dangle went to Anaheim. So that they did not take Monster. So because he signed up as a center, you thinking that Monster slips down in the draft?
Yes.
So
I think
Hugo
he slips
QC
down.
and Dangle both go 7 and 8 respectively. Now Philly's on the clock. Who do
Anybody
they
else
go
think
with
Dangle's a
here?
reach?
I
Yes.
think it makes sense for Anaheim because Mewtwo and Dangle played together on North Bay, and I
mean,
feel like maybe that might have been a plan to reach
I mean, it
for
makes
them.
sense,
I
but
think
do you think Dangle would have slipped 13th? Because I mean, Anaheim has a lot of picks, especially in this first round.
They do, but at the same time, I can understand why they would reach. They have a little bit of room to play with. I think they can take that risk right there with there being so many draft picks for them. So I like the pick, especially with them picking Mewtwo and somebody that lined with him and had success with him. So I like
tolerate him.
Exactly.
Mewtwo's not a guy that a lot of people like him. So to get guys that like him and enjoy playing with him, that's big for the chemistry.
Right.
I've played with him and I've talked to him before, and he doesn't act like he does in the shout box. Honestly,
No.
He's actually not that bad of a
A
guy.
lot of people don't act like they do in the shout box. They get some internet muscles.
So are
Also,
we
I can
calling it
confirm
the
Monster
Anaheim
is a
North
center.
Bay Ducks yet?
Not quite yet. We'll probably get there.
Well, hello, beautiful.
Hey, they won the
Also-
member. It's not a bad strategy.
It's confirmed. Monster is a center on the draft board.
Monster is a center on the draft board. What are we thinking as far as these top 8 guys? Who stays? Who goes down to the AHL?
I think looking at these guys, Hugo's got to be the guy you think might end up back in the AHL. I mean, he's separated from his line. He's a great player. In my opinion, he's the best player on that line. His vision up and down the ice is impeccable. He's the reason that Rio and Line got as many goals as they did, because he was just sitting there dishing the puck. But by himself in a brand new team, brand new environment, I don't know, that could be a guy that's sent down to the AHL to help them out.
I'm getting from New Maple Leafs, Mewtwo and Dangle were at each other's throat this season. Probably good now, but I don't know. Whew. All right, so who goes to Philly right now? Gun to your head, who goes to Philly right now? Jeff.
I got him taking gun show.
Gun show? Is that what you're thinking? Freaking Mr. Fan in the background?
Fan in the background?
No,
Yeah,
dude, I don't know
Gun
what
Show.
the hell's going on with your shit.
No, my mic sucks. This one wasn't hearing my voice, so I decided to go with the other one.
I got you. Jet, who goes here?
I think it's got to be defense. I think Gunshow's a good pick here.
Okay. And are you in agreement there, Raiders?
No, I'm thinking Monster's coming.
You think Monster
Philly
even
as a center.
at center?
Even as a center.
Even as a center. All right. So we've got 3 for Gun Show, 1 for Monster. Not a whole lot of defense love coming in the first eight picks. Not a lot of defense love.
Not a lot of people want to pay $2 million.
Monster, you were right. Monster went. There he is. Even though he's playing center, he's playing in Philly. So Chicago, does Gun Show go to Chicago?
That's a good possibility. He's probably the best defenseman left.
I still think Chicago goes 2-inch Lynch, but I think that Gun Show does slip to Edmonton here.
Do we see Brunner get drafted? What do
No,
you think?
no.
Brenner doesn't get
Maybe
drafted
as a
at all?
troll pick, but not as an
As a troll pick.
He signed up as a winger. That's odd. So many people. But I definitely think Gun Show is probably the best defenseman left on this board here.
We'll see.
I mean, Petey's still out there.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say Petey's still out there, and Petey's a good defenseman.
I honestly think that in the first round, dude, they should at least cut down the timer to like 2 minutes. Like, this is annoying.
Yeah.
Well, it's fun. It's interesting to see though, because it's like, at what point did everybody's plan just go to hell?
Yeah.
And it seems like about now.
Yeah. I mean,
Everybody
it
has no
seemed like
idea.
that. It seemed like that after Mewtwo was picked. Like Carolina took forever to pick APX. Colorado took forever to get Sketchy. It did look like Anaheim turned around right away as soon as Hugo was picked, dude. They were like, dangle, bam. So I think they already had that planned out, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, it's just now you're getting into your backup picks, making sure you're making the right decisions. So it's tough. It's a tough decision. This decision could make or break your season this season, honestly.
And, you know, going back to Vadi gets a bad rep, not knowing what he's doing because he had such a bad team. But Vadi, knowing how many picks he has, he definitely had a plan going into the draft, and I think he's got a few guys that he knows he wants no matter what, if they're reaches or not.
He's definitely probably the most prepared of the owners. Not, I mean, whether that's good or bad doesn't mean he actually prepared well. He's just prepared. So that's why you'll probably see his picks all night go really fast unless he decides to be a jerk off and troll everybody.
I had to guess Fatty's plan going into this draft, I'd say it was North Bay, North Bay, North Bay. Some more North Bay. And no smoke at the end of the first round. So
You think he goes Endo Smoke in the first? I think he's trying to hope Endo Smoke slips to the second round so he doesn't have to pay him $2 million.
$2 million's a lot for a goalie, especially in the NHL, especially as fidgety as a position it is. You can be in the perfect spot and still give up goals. But at the same time, there's goalies like Endo don't come around too often in the draft. And he's one of the most complete goalies
And there
we've
goes
seen in a while.
Gun Show goes to Chicago, Edmonton on the clock.
This is Poopy Snoopy. I heard this is his redemption tour.
Something with Endo, though, that I do find interesting that you have to keep in mind. Anaheim owns 30, 31, and 32. So with that 32nd pick, if they really do want Endo, if they play their cards right, they go with that 32nd pick and pick Endo there to get the cheaper contract.
Yeah, but they're coming up here at 13, and then 20, and then 26. Jesus Christ.
28,
Then
30,
28,
31,
then 30,
32.
31, 32.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
So, I mean, if at any point you think the team after you may take him, do you take him a little higher just to be safe, or what? Because that's what I think happened with Dangle there. Maybe there was some rumor about someone else in the middle there jumping in to take him. Because, I mean, nothing against Dangle, but he probably wasn't that high of a pick.
They could have got him at 13.
It'd be interesting to see because, I mean, right now we got Edmonton and then we've got New Jersey picking their third pick. Who do they go with?
I think if you're New Jersey, you definitely have to go with a defenseman at this point.
And who's the best defenseman on the board as of right now?
I think it's Petey.
Or
Yeah.
back here. You can argue for either of them.
We can barely hear you, Drop Shot.
What if I hold it right here? And
There
you
you
could
go.
argue Petey or back into you. No? Can you hear me? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I think Petey or back into would probably be the best defenseman available right now. I'd give Petey, just by a little bit.
And New Maple Leaf says Dangle's so underrated it's crazy. He will stay in the NHL for a while.
He's a good player. I don't want it to sound like we're hating on him. He's definitely a guy that
Yeah, I'm not
deserves
saying he's not a good player. Don't get me wrong. Don't twist my words. It's just I don't think he was, number 8 good. You probably like we've been saying, you probably could have gotten him at 13.
Right.
And that's the thing with it too, is that you're probably gonna see this a lot with the draft, and you might see it with this pick here, considering how long that Edmonton is taking to make it. You might have seen a situation where Dangle went to the talent level that he has and the potential he has, but probably would have dropped because of the fact that he's still overrated. Because I mean, he's a top
Underrated.
10 talent. He's an underrated player because of how good that North Bay team was. And I actually talked to Dangle a little bit before the draft, and he was telling me he was thanking Snowy, saying how he had promised them that they were going to win a Mem Cup, and he delivered, and he was really thankful for that opportunity. So this might have been a situation where the talent was there, and they felt like they didn't want to risk him dropping and being picked up early. Maybe someone else had the same idea he did.
And when you have so many picks,
Marchand goes to Edmonton.
Another defenseman.
A great defenseman. I mean, he was an excellent defenseman in CHL. He was actually going to be my backup, but he couldn't play on the day that I needed him. So
he's a guy that didn't get talked about at all. He didn't get talked about at all until the end of the season.
Just Lax goes to New Jersey immediately after Marchand's picked, and then Mind Trip goes to Anaheim.
I didn't include a Mind Trip in mine because I didn't see him signed up at first, but that's a really good pick. Mind Trip was another really underrated defenseman
Defense
on
for days.
Chicoutimi for 2 seasons. Played with Prince Albert the season before too and put up nice numbers.
Mm-hmm.
He's a really offensive defenseman. I've played with him before. He can move his sticks really well. Basically like any of the top forwards out there.
That's what people like in the NHL. Those offensive defensemen that can break you out and start the offense. Those are the premium in the NHL.
Just Lax is a really good pick there too, though. It just we'll see if his line mate makes it back to them.
And then
with their next
Getzlaf
pick.
goes to Nashville.
Ooh, heartbreaking.
That's honestly a good pick, I feel like. Maybe a little bit early, but Getzlaf is a really good defenseman.
So who are we thinking here goes to Columbus? I mean, you can't really say early for Nashville. Nashville doesn't have another pick in the first round.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
So it's not
And
like
he wouldn't have fallen to 45.
right. It's not like they're reaching here.
I think PD Mac goes somewhere in these next 5.
Who's that?
PD and Mac,
PD Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think he goes here to Columbus, or do you think Columbus is thinking forward?
I think Columbus goes 2-inch lunch here. I think that they're a team that, when you look at the roster, they have a lot of their roster already filled out, 11, 12 guys already, so maybe this could be a pick for the AHL in Cleveland. I know that RBK and Wags have always been really good buddies, so there's a nice relationship over there in that organization. Maybe there's a bit of communication there with a pick going to Cleveland, or maybe they take the risk on somebody like 2-inch Lynch that didn't put up numbers in the CHL but has the reputation up there to be a solid second, third line guy.
Anybody else have anything to add there?
I think when you get to a lot of these picks, regardless of how they produced in the CHL and how you talk about some of these guys that we don't talk about at all during the CHL season, don't get any mentions. There's some of these top picks. Guys like Marchand that we didn't talk about, 2-inch Lynch, hardly mentioned last season. And then even going all the way up to the top, Tomek at number
Fire
1.
Phoenix goes to Columbus. So the New York Islanders are on the clock.
And we're starting to get defense heavy here. Everybody's stocking up on their defense.
It's a good time for it. There's still some good defensemen out there, too.
Yeah, guys that have still dropped, guys like Vacuum Cube, PD Mac that have dropped a little bit lower, too, that can still be picked up this point of the draft when we're getting around the mid-late picks as defensemen start to go off the board. Those are guys that are starting to probably go soon.
So what do you think Islanders go for right here?
I think this is going to be a forward. And then I'm going to predict PD Mac goes next to Washington.
Okay. Were you going to say something there, Drop Shot?
Yeah, I think Garbs gets picked here.
That's interesting.
Right on limb. Well, Garbs gets apparently I'm getting updates from Garbs. Garbs is a little bit rattled over there because he thought he was getting picked earlier. He was told by one of the, I'm not going to name names, I'm not going to call any NSL owners out, but he was told that he was getting picked as certain pick. He was all hyped up about it and he liked it.
Gotcha. So we're thinking Endo is obviously going to be the first goalie to go in this draft. We're thinking, right? But we're not thinking he's going to go first round.
Let's see if Endo isn't the first goalie taken. These NHL owners are morons.
I actually have Endo going first round.
To who?
I think he...
PD Mac. PD Mac's off the board. There we go. New York Islanders take PD Mac. We've been waiting for him to go, and here he is. All right, so we got Washington on the clock. You were saying that he would go, that PD Mac would go to Washington. Now that he's picked up by New York, where does Washington go from here?
I think Washington grabs Garbs.
All right.
I think the trend of defense continues. Vacuum Cube has dropped really far for his talent level. He's a really solid defenseman offensively, and I think he goes right here considering how defenses started to fall off the board. Also, I got some insight on that pick at number 11 for Edmonton. Marchand, he actually is buddies with one of the management over there. That they play club and stuff all the time, so he'll probably stay up in the NHL.
That pick definitely wasn't a reach.
No, not at all.
I mean, yeah, Marchand is definitely top 10 talent. Slips to 11. Obviously, you know, the owner there being good friends with him definitely helped him get that pick, but it's not a reach. So them being friends, it doesn't really make a difference as far as that being a good pick.
Oh yeah, especially considering Edmonton's next pick is 44. He wasn't going to fall that far.
No, there's no way Marchand falls that far. I don't think Marchand falls out of top 15 if he doesn't go to number 11.
You want to play what team does Sensei Drop Shot end up on?
The best one.
Anaheim.
Vancouver.
Go Boston.
I'm gonna say Sensei to Pittsburgh.
You know, you say Boston. You know what? I'm gonna be a little nicer and go with Dallas. See, even New Maple Leafs is saying Bruins. When is
Where do you want to go, Sensei?
There we go, 46 pick.
I'll play with James and Tony. I'll go 46. Sounds good to me. I'll play with anybody though. I just looking forward to playing in the AHL because no way I'm playing in the AHL.
Is TOS in this draft?
EOS?
TOS. Terms of
I don't know what that
service.
is.
Yes, yes.
Where do you think he goes? I mean, he goes after Endo, obviously. But do you think there's another goalie in between?
I think that they would pick Dirty Jers before TOS.
Yeah. That's a damn good
Golf.
pick.
Golf
That's a
also
good goalie.
might go at some point.
Yeah. I mean, we saw some good stuff from TOS, but he's got to get a backing for his controller.
Oh, wait, actually, he's not on the draft list. I don't think he signed up.
Oh. It's a shame.
Although, with Endo, I do have him going to Winnipeg. Because they need a goalie. They have a lot of their forwards and defense figured out. So.
And Trev Wings goes to Washington. Good pick there. Good pick.
The trend of defense did continue.
So the most hated team, as far as this guy goes, is up next. I won't even say their name. You guys go ahead. Train to Vancouver is rumored. Interesting.
Unreal.
My fandom does not permit me to say this team's name.
I think the Montreal Canadiens, I think it'd be fitting to take a guy like Garbs or any other French person for that matter.
I could see somebody like Cormier possibly going right here. Cormier's another forward in the queue that was extremely underrated. The guy buried 80 points over. Consistently has been really good. Apparently, he actually might have done a little bit of carrying over in Quebec. Quebec was a defensive team. They weren't necessarily known for their scoring, so look out for him to go here in the next few picks. Maybe to a team like Montreal, or maybe he falls down to LA. They have Laporchkin over there, so I mean, there's some teams I could see him definitely being a first-round talent.
Another question for you guys: how long before all these draftees start flexing their logos in the CHL chat box?
Immediately.
As soon as I get mine.
Yeah. Trev Wings is already doing it. I see a logo check on Trev Wings, and he literally just got picked. So, yeah.
Fantastic.
You
Things
guys
never
surprised
change.
at all that no management have been picked yet? Like the CHL,
No.
like they allowed.
No, that honestly doesn't surprise me at all.
If a manager's going to get taken, it's going to be in the last few rounds. My thing with the management thing is now, if you're going to draft a manager, it kind of makes sense to take him in like the second or third, at the end of the second, third round. Because when you get down to that level, those are the guys you're going to send back to the C anyway. So why not just have a guy whose contract isn't going to start until the following season, and you might be able to get like a steal that way. Some of these good managers. Except
I think it's
Jet.
a good addition.
Is Jet on the draft list?
No, I shouldn't be on the draft list. But I like
And
the.
even if he was, he wouldn't go.
I would have went first round. It would have been Jet and Endo.
No.
I think with Montreal's pick, I think you're going to see the same thing with that you saw with guys like Columbus and New York, where the New York Islanders, I should probably be more specific. I think you're going to see them possibly go a bit higher for some money than they actually would go because they don't have a pick for a good while. That's the same thing that happened with Trev Wings. I mean, a lot of these guys don't have multiple first-round picks, so that first-round talent more than likely is not going to fall all the way down there unless something drastic happens. So they'll probably take someone that they definitely want off the board that they know won't fall.
They got to be looking at Vacuum. Vacuum shouldn't be as far down as he is. I think it's a steal down there at 18.
They're obviously taking their time, thinking it over. Taking their sweet time.
I don't even think they know who to pick, to be honest with you.
The Sniper 91 could be the first goalie taken. We never know. These things are.
I heard he's taking management with Ozzy.
Yep.
Like a possibility.
And Vacuum Cube.
It's a steal at this point of the draft, to be honest with you. That's a great pick.
It's a great pick. Great player.
Now, do we start looking at APX's line mates and stuff like that for this Carolina pick?
Maybe, maybe not. I could see either Cormier going here. I think Cormier goes to 19 or Crotch, one of the two.
A little French connection with Cormier and APX.
Yeah, I mean, Cormier is a very good player. APX is obviously a good player. Like I said earlier, though, and you mentioned it earlier, the fact that the way APX played in 17, I don't think that's going to translate to 18 immediately. Especially with the NHL, you don't have a lot of time to adjust up there. Being a top 5 pick, you need to come in and make an impact for your team immediately. I don't know if he's going to be able to do that without taking at least a season in the AHL to get used to the game. And APX is a good guy. He's a great player. That's no knock on him, but I don't know if he was ready to be a top 5, top 10 pick.
This is always the most interesting time for the draft, though, because it's in between games. Guys that were really good at 17 playstyle doesn't translate to 18 right off the bat. So it's good. You pick guys that might have been great that might not be good, and it could be a first-round pick wasted.
It could be the next Ryan Leaf. Is that what you're saying?
Could be.
Mm-hmm.
I don't wish that on anybody.
I know you know all about that, being out there in California.
Oh, yeah. The man is a legend.
A god amongst men.
I think that's the exact reason why Eli wouldn't sign a contract with him. All he would hear is him getting compared to Ryan Leaf and his brother.
Oh, man.
I hope Chase wins. I want Chase to win.
In hindsight being 2020, it's good that he didn't go to San Diego, because then he would have been playing against his brother in the last few years. Twice a year.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, wow.
Yeah? Think about that, man. Now we're talking Madden, dude. I think we're
defenseman here.
We just gained a viewer. Tiger, where you at?
Tiger, where you at, bro? Oh, damn. WPN Depot goes to Carolina, and Potshot immediately goes to Anaheim. It looks like Anaheim is on the ball. They know exactly who they're going to pick, when they're going to pick it. So hopefully the rest of this draft should go pretty smoothly, with Anaheim having about, 9 of the last 10 picks?
Yeah. I mean, Raiders mentioned it earlier. Vadi is probably the most prepared owner out of anyone for these drafts. I mean, the guy relentlessly is scouting for new guys day in and day out. It doesn't surprise me that he knows who he wants. Yeah, and especially with the team that he had last season, there's really nowhere to go but up for those guys. So, I mean, I think he knew what he wanted to do from the jump.
Well, I mean, they could get air raiders again.
Mm-hmm.
Chaos Elite
They technically
goes
still
to
have
LA.
to.
No surprise. He'll be sent down to Ontario. That's one of Leporshkin's guys.
Good job, Chase.
So we got Columbus on the block, or on the clock, not on the block.
And it's Colorado.
What did I say?
Columbus.
Oh, idiot.
How about going back to Anaheim? Potshot's a great defenseman. It's definitely.
Go ahead.
I'm surprised a Owen Sound member got picked before I did. What the heck's going on?
You're the only one.
I guess so. Potshot's a beast defenseman. He moves the puck really well, sees the ice.
He's really
It'll
smart.
translate really well to the NHL play. Vadi made a great pick right there.
I don't know, drop shot. It's hard for. I think you're going 56. 56 or 69.
As long as it's before the Raiders.
Well, there's 69 people tonight that'll get drafted before I did, so you have a good shot.
And God knows he sucked. I wasn't laughing. Colorado taking their time.
Yeah, they took their time with the last pick on Sketchy as well.
not
I'm
bad-
interested to see where they go though, because they have 3 defensemen and 3 forwards, so the board is pretty much open for wherever they'd want to go, or if they want to get a guy to help out the AHL.
I mean, are we ready to predict this pick, or is this just we have no idea?
I think this is a crap shot pick for the most part, but going off of what the research that I did personally, I feel like they would probably go Crotch here. I had them taking Crotch originally at 16 before they traded that pick. Crotch is a good center. He's reliable. He's a playmaker, knows what he's doing. Great on the faceoffs. I think he was like over 60% last 2 seasons. So I think he would be a steal at this point of the draft.
Anybody?
Good locker room guy.
Anybody in agreement there?
I tend to
Like
agree
us.
with whatever B Major says.
Major's well prepared.
You just can't stop staring at that clean shirt, huh?
Yeah. It's nice and clean,
Always,
stain-free.
always.
So fresh and so clean. What are we thinking, drop shot? Nothing. Cool. Works for me.
Cormier. There it is.
Great pick there.
Good pick. I like him. Played against him a lot in the queue. He's a good player, smart player.
It looks like drop shot's trying to talk.
Picks are
Derek
flying
Riot
by.
and Sergeant Sketchy
There you go.
to New York Islanders and the Vancouver Canucks.
So Cormier, Dirk Riot, and Sergeant Sketchy.
If you don't recall, Dirk Riot was the $7 million defenseman earlier in the season. And didn't do too hot, but apparently, from what I've been told, he didn't really try in the CHL too much. So maybe that hurt his draft stock a little bit, but I feel like the NHLers
goes
more.
to the Rangers. So we got Anaheim.
Can we get a wellness check on
and Bubble
Sensei
Kush.
here?
Bubble Kush.
Another byproduct of the
Sir Mike's night.
yeah, and the Doghouse All-Star tournament.
Glad we're out here helping people.
Yeah, look at us. As this draft winds down, I think we have to just constantly keep zooming in on Sensei here to see how he's feeling. He's like Aaron Rodgers and Rodgers' draft here. He just sat in the green room the whole time, just waiting and waiting and waiting.
Mm-hmm.
If for some reason he didn't get drafted, that would be one of the greatest live shows we've ever had. Because getting towards the end of the draft, you just see his impatience. It would be wonderful.
I wonder how much I'd go for in the CHL if I didn't get drafted.
500K.
Potshot really loving that Bubble Kush pick. Already happy up there in Anaheim.
It's all happy-go-lucky up there.
It's always happy until you get on the ice.
Yep. Until you blow the first preseason game. Any ideas who's going to Winnipeg here?
Anybody?
No clue.
I'm still going to go with Endo. I still think Endo goes here.
Endo smoke to Winnipeg?
So, yeah, if he doesn't go here, he'll fall to the second round.
Really? You don't think Anaheim grabs him 28 or 30 or 31?
Anaheim grabs him 32 if they're going to grab him. There's no need for them to go for that big contract, having 31, 32, and 33 back-to-back-to-back. So it would be better for them to go 32 just so the contract is cheaper.
And if you didn't know that before, Vatty, we may just got you.
B Major's got you. B Major's probably already gone over this with Vatty. I have a feeling B Major sat Vatty down and bitch slapped him and said, "Here's what you need to do. Stop fucking around."
Oh, that's great. Oh, man.
B Major talent scout.
It's funny because there are some people, I'm not going to say it, but some people actually did PM me asking for recommendations for late round picks and stuff like that, which was pretty interesting. Never really had that before, so.
Well, you took a lot more time out of it than anyone's taken, at least since I've been part of LG the last 3 or 4 seasons. I've never seen anyone take that much time. Normally it's, here's who I think is going to get picked. There you go. And that's it. It's just a couple of names in a list.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's usually what you see with the draft board, but, I like when I do my I want them to be like somewhat factual. I feel like when you do a write up, when you state something that you feel is going to be factual, you have to have something to support that or back it up. So usually,
You hear that, Jason? Learn from B Major.
but yeah, I just felt like if I was gonna make these picks and put out my opinion, I at least needed to say something factual to back the reasoning of that up. So hopefully everyone enjoyed it. I don't think I've done too bad of a job, so.
Well, I mean, that
Amazing.
that
insider you
16,
had?
you're the freaking OG of LG. So.
I've been here since 12 years old, but time flies.
B Major grew up with LG.
I did. That's what's crazy about it. It's pretty unreal to see how the CHL grew from 8 teams when I first managed all the way to the full league and with the Memorial Cup and everything. So it's definitely nice.
Major, did people disrespect you as a manager at 13, bossing a bunch of adults around?
Yeah. Some did, some didn't. It really just depended on the person. I mean, when you're 12 years old and telling grown-ass men what to do, that's usually not going to go over well. You occasionally get the "Are you a girl or a boy?" comments. Just stuff like
you were a
that.
squeaker, maybe?
Oh, yeah, I was a squeaker at first, man. I was a squeaker up until probably late 15
6
and
months
until
ago?
16. Or that, too. If you want to be actually factual about it, you can
Did your
say
balls
that, too.
just drop?
That's a little
Right before
personal. but you
right
can
before
say
we went
yes.
on the air.
Right before we went on the air. There we go. Newfie goes here. And we got Anaheim.
Mexican Ninja.
And Anaheim picks Mexican Ninja.
Oh.
That's actually a good pick.
Colorado on the clock.
Maybe
That's
he
how
could
we
have
see it
gone in the
frustrating.
second round, but it's a good pick.
I'm gonna tell like a boss here that he kind of needs to draft a goalie. I feel like he needs a goalie here, and I feel like the goalie he needs is Endo Smoke.
Ooh, you trying to take it away from Vadi, huh?
No, I just think it's smart for the makeup of his team. Looking at his roster right now, he's got 3 defensemen already, 4 forwards. Even it out with a goalie, and you'll be fine. You'll be all right. Also, like to point out that with that last pick, Vadi now has a roster of 12. So
Oh man, this roster is going to be like 5 players over by the end of it. Do you know how many picks they have even outside the first round? They had to trade a majority of them.
yeah,
Insane.
They have a inflation of second and thirds. From
their
what
salary cap is already 13.5.
Holy. Although keep in mind, a lot of these guys, from what I've been told, are gonna go to the AHL. San Diego's gonna have to deal with that. A lot of these guys are gonna go down the AHL to San Diego to groom until Anaheim feels they're ready to call up. Because Anaheim hasn't been good for a while. I feel like I even mentioned this in the mock draft. I feel like Anaheim's kind of going the Philadelphia 76ers route until they just keep on drafting until they finally feel they're ready.
Trust the process.
Yeah, I feel like that is in that trust the process mode, and I feel like he's really trying to look for the future. So
here's the real question. If Carolina goes Endo here, does Anaheim then look for Jers?
No,
I don't
no.
think so. No.
Not to the second round. No,
Yeah.
Not at all.
If Juris goes, he definitely would fall probably somewhere into the 40s.
Is Adrenaline still on the board?
Adrenaline didn't sign up, so
Oh my goodness.
Invited you.
Yeah.
He decided he was going to take a little break from NHL, playing a
Yeah.
little bit too much.
I originally had
And
Done.
NY Giants goes to Carolina.
Carolina is
Back,
making
back.
And here we
interesting
go.
picks.
Anaheim.
Garbs at 30.
My shit didn't. Oh my
Wow.
god! It didn't freaking.
Dip City Don at 31.
Oh.
And Dr. Dangleson at 32.
Dude, my shit
Dangleson,
can't keep up. What the
Great
fuck's
pick.
going on
Garbs should not have fallen that far. I feel like he was. I don't know about Dip City Dog.
Here? All right, so
I don't,
Garbs,
I don't like
Dip
that.
City Dawn, and Dr. Dangleson. All right.
Dangleson's disgusting. Garbs was a steal with the 30th pick. I don't know how he fell that far, and I still don't know how I feel about Dip City Dawn, to be honest. I don't know how I feel.
Endo. Endo is still on the board with Dallas up.
I think Carolina's going to find out that they might as well just trade New York Giants to New Jersey with just Lax, because without Lax, he's nothing. So we'll see how that
Paradise
goes.
too. I'm surprised Paradise fell that far. Like Giants isn't a bad player. He actually participated in the combine games, but I don't think he should have been picked there, to be honest. Carolina's made some interesting picks, to be honest with you. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that one, but they must have had a plan somewhat, because both them and Anaheim have made very quick picks, like within 10 seconds.
Carolina gets APX. They get WPN Depot. And they get New York Giants.
We're getting into the Sensei drop shot picks here now.
Any moment.
Just got insight from Vadi. Apparently, Dipsy Don plays with Mexican Ninja, so that's why they went with that pick there.
There you go.
I mean, Dip's not a terrible player. I think he'll be an NHL roster player, but I mean, he's a good player.
Yeah, it's not that he's a bad player. I feel like he probably would have dropped to 49, to be honest. I think that was a bit of a reach. They probably could have gone Garbs, Danielson, and then Nendo, which I feel like might have been the better route for them, because I don't think...
that's the scary part now, is that you're hoping that Endo is available, and I've actually heard that Gilly might be on the Endo train with Chicago there, so you're hoping that Endo falls to 49, and that's an awful far ways to wait.
If they even take Endo, maybe Vadi during the scouting process decided to wait to go goalie with bidding, because I feel like he would have picked Endo with that 32nd pick.
I'm hearing that Dallas might pick C-Train here.
That would be a good pick. I like that pick. That's second
You
round.
too.
If Chicago gets Endo, that is disgusting. With the team that they had from Winnipeg last season, going I think 79-1 in total, that will be disgusting with Endo as a goalie over there. That's the best situation for him. Absolutely.
And goalie's not a position that you have to adjust to this year. If you were a good goalie last year, you're going to be a good goalie this year, because the position as a whole is better.
And yes, Jed's still bad.
I'm still bad, but Endo's still going to be good.
The few games I've played with Endo, I'd say even better than last game. Despite the bullshit of this game where you poke in whatever, rebounds, weird goals going in all the time, but I'd say Endo's probably a little bit better than last year.
In the first round, it's easy to see why guys don't go Endo. Because, you don't want to pay $2 million for a goalie if you don't absolutely have to. But here in the second round, there's going to be a lot of teams that are going to look at him at least as a consideration.
Ottawa has a bunch of picks here coming up. We'll
Both
see.
Carolina
Like
and Jersey both have early picks here too. So.
Yep, Carolina's got 2 picks. Looks like Edmonton's got multiple picks before. I think we're pretty much penciling in Endo for 49 if he doesn't get taken anywhere else in between here. So it should be interesting.
Dallas is taking their time here. They're looking for the shot clock cheese. They only have 17 seconds to pick here. So that'd be interesting.
Maybe they just think they're too good to have to draft.
They've been bad for a while, so I don't know about that. They've been piss poor for a while. They need the draft pick, in my opinion, especially with how many guys being on the board, and their next pick is not till 73. That would be detrimental for them to lose that pick.
Came in right to the wire, Paget or whatever.
Yeah, he was. That's not a bad pick for the second round. He was actually, I think, the 30th pick in my first version of the mock, so I like that pick for sure. It's a solid center for that contract.
No, see, Ottawa's got multiple picks here. They can go a variety of different ways. Dirty
my
Jers
goodness.
throwing shade at Endo in the chat.
I love a good goalie fight.
Nah, seriously though, both Jers and Endo actually played in the Combine games that me and Dan USA did, and in the first game, Endo had allowed 1 goal on, I think, like 15 shots, and the next game, Jers got a shutout. So,
They're both
honestly,
really good goalies.
Yeah,
And
I
they
don't.
both play.
Endo
both
smoked
good.
the Ottawa Senators.
It's a really good pick. I like that.
There we go. Endo Smoke, our first goalie off the board. Who's the next one? Is it Dirty Jersey?
Has to be.
And when does he go?
I think it's 2-inch Lynch. Still, he's dropped really far. I know he had a lot of hype around him from specific guys to be a top 15 pick. I think he goes here. I had Chicago take him in the first round. Obviously, I was dead wrong on that. I feel like they take him right here. Also, a bit of an early pick here. I think New Jersey at 38 takes It's Paradise.
It's a good pick. He's a really good center.
Yeah. Especially with a lot of the Prince Albert guys that they've taken. Like, I feel like that would be a good pick. They're familiar with the play style, and they're familiar with probably playing each other. So
I think that was their plan. I think they were hoping.
What kind of player does Gilly pick?
somebody that will probably be that he feels NHL ready. Gilly is a top player for a reason. He's not going to pick somebody that he doesn't feel is going to be able to contribute to that team immediately or contribute to the AHL. I mean, maybe the AHL could get their pick here, but I think it will be someone with a lot of the talent still left on this board that can be NHL caliber and be steals. I think Chicago will probably try to go for someone that they can use in the season or sometime next season.
Maybe a drop shot to Chicago? What do you think?
I think drop shot. That's a hard one.
Here's
Drop
the
shot
thing.
to Ottawa. That's what I'm calling.
Boston
That's
at
what
103.
I still think he goes
103.
56 to Pittsburgh.
You can't give me their 46.
Maybe we'll see.
103.
Are we thinking that Nashville is hoping that Calm Deathclaw falls to 45?
That's a good.
Yeah,
It's a good possibility.
Delbs.
I think so.
Delbs goes at number 35 to the Chicago Blackhawks.
Yep.
Carolina back up.
Dobbs was a forward on Barry this past season. He's a really good forward, having played
Signed up
with
at
and
right
against him.
defense though.
Yeah, which is why it's interesting, but maybe this might be another situation where they might know something we don't. I mean, Delbs is a good player. He actually plays a shit ton of he's a hot player as well, so maybe he's a bit better at defense than we knew. That's gonna be interesting.
Carolina, we'll see what interesting move they make. Maybe they go goalie.
I don't know. They've been unpredictable so far, so.
Who knows? I think they're going Paradise here.
I think they go either Paradise or they go Dirty Jers. Definitely one of the two.
They'll probably go someone that we don't know the name of. Someone a little bit less heard of.
No, they pick
Can you
Giants.
just hear
Giants
this? Wait, can you hear the salt and Sensei's voice right now?
I can. I can.
Someone we never heard of.
By the way, I
You
just
mean
got
like-
word
you mean
2
like
Inch
since
Lynch
they
is
dropped
not
it?
on the draft board either, so that's why he hasn't been picked yet.
Ooh,
That would make sense.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. I think Dirty Jers goes here.
I think they're going to bring Prince Albert back together with Giants and Paradise, and then try to pull in a trade, try to bring Lax in there from New Jersey.
You think that possibly that pick for 29 could have been a trade maybe that happened with New Jersey? Because like you said, Lax and Giants together are a lot better than them separate. I feel like Giants is a much better player with Lax than he is without. And New Jersey, I believe, doesn't have another pick. Actually, they do have another pick at 38, and that's maybe where they could take Paradise and get that line back together.
But at the same time, now Carolina can do the same thing.
Yeah.
Who tries to pull that line
Wolf.
together? Oh.
Here's a question:
The
Do we
Yin
think
Lone
any-
Wolf.
Do we think any player from last season Armada gets drafted?
Yes.
No,
Yes, maybe one.
No.
Maybe one.
nobody.
I would
I
almost
think-
I would almost guarantee one would go. I'm
I think
hoping
with
not.
that 42nd pick, I think they go Crotch with that. I don't know if Yin Lone Wolf is better than Crotch personally, but if he falls to 42, they go Crotch because they
Anything
line
better
together
than
and they
Crotch?
dominated well together. I think Crotch is better. And I think Crotch should have been a first pick probably in around the 20s, and Yin probably around now. But if Crotch does fall to 42, I think they do go with him. I think these are AHL picks now for Charlotte.
Surprising that Crotch is still available. He's a high caliber player. He shouldn't be as far down as he is. I think any team that gets him now is going to be a good pick.
Also, I just got word that Paradise retired, so he will not be in the draft.
I got word that Jet does not play goalie.
Also true.
Who does not play goalie?
Jet does not play goalie.
Jack gave up on goalie due
I'm dead.
to historical failures.
I don't know. Everyone talks crap about me, but if I play goalie this season, I might break the goalie win record for the CHL.
Jason
Come on.
says Jet shouldn't play, period.
Ooh.
Also probably true. I'm only here because I like doing media.
That's the only reason I'm still here. I mean, let's be honest here.
Where's Sir Mike Knight in it this year?
I mean, I haven't been a prospect for many, many moons.
I'm not saying in the draft, just in general.
AHL as a troll bid, and then down to three or four different CHL teams.
Yep.
Mike, weren't you a troll bid last season?
Yep.
Those are my favorite. Okay, let's talk about troll bids. First of all, they're ridiculous. People take this game seriously. They enjoy playing. Nobody wants to be a troll bid. Is there a troll bid out there for a certain someone?
The only problem I see with the troll bids is that for the player that gets troll bid on, they don't know where the hell they're going to actually play that season. So they can't and then they've got to work their way up from the TC. And for somebody like me, it's lucky that I play a position that I do, because otherwise I would never get out of the TC every season. But the fact that I'm a right D and I actually show up every once in a while. Kind of works out in my favor.
I mean, if I can make it out of TC, anybody can.
I think the funniest troll bit was probably Kato because he got called up and sent down and traded like 5 different times just to end up getting banned for trolling during a
Sensei
game.
drop shot
Woo!
goes to Vancouver.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Winnipeg,
I'm
actually.
Winnipeg. Why do I keep doing
It's
that?
like the fifth.
Dirty
time he's done it.
Jersey turns around and goes to Jersey. Look at that,
That is so fitting.
That's what
and
dreams
it's a
are made
great
of.
pick for New Jersey.
right?
That is a great pick for New Jersey. That is a great pick for them, considering that they have made some probably the best picks out of any team so far, in my opinion. That's a good for them to have a solid NHL caliber goalie that late in the draft when they probably weren't going to be able to get him to fall that far. It's a great pick. Oh my God, the 39th pick.
Runner.
This doesn't surprise me actually because he was Syracuse's GM for an hour, so that doesn't surprise me actually.
Syracuse is
They might be
GM for an
making.
hour.
They might
There
have
you go.
done that to make him GM.
Tampa.
It wouldn't surprise me. That might be the reason for
Goes
that.
to Tampa, and Ottawa has back-to-back picks. After picking Endo with the 34th, where they go now, Riva TTV Troll. All right, so where do they go from here?
Man, this is actually a pretty tough one. I feel like they've made decent picks so far. Actually, I'm looking at some of their other picks right now. Indo smoke, so they don't need a goalie. I think they probably look at defense here. I think they go defense here.
You say they made some decent picks so far? You mean they made a decent
They
pick?
made a decent pick. Yeah, I thought they had one more pick. My bad. They made a decent pick with Endo because that's a NHL starting goalie in them. I think they probably look for one defenseman and then look for a forward.
Right.
Who's the best defenseman out there still? Looking at this draft board.
Best defenseman overall. If you're going to count management, then Red Wing Speedy. But if you're not counting management, which they probably aren't gonna pick right now, considering that it's so early in the draft. That's a hard one to be honest.
You still got Calm Deathclaw in there.
Yeah, I think Calm probably slips to 45 with Nashville to pair with Getz. I think that him and Getzlov would probably end up pairing together. I don't think many people realize that him and Calm D-paired together and were that good in Hamilton. I think he slips.
It's going to be... At this point, I feel like people are just throwing darts.
Yeah, this is usually where the AHL gets their guys, or it's kind of crap shot picks for the most part. I mean, you can take risks with these kind of picks because they're not big on contract, and it's not a detriment if you end up picking a bust. So.
Just because it's a crapshoot, like you say, doesn't mean that there's not some good players. There's some great steals left here to get for any team, multiple. I think the best defenseman on the board, personally, which I might be a little bit of a homer, is Dead Silent 05.
Did you notice the change since Sensei has been drafted? Like,
I know he seems so much more.
He's so much more upbeat now. He's like, all right, whew, I went in the draft. Now it's time to talk my other boys up.
Yeah,
it's time to get all the other Owens down. Team.
I mean, Ottawa only has one defenseman, so they could take an NHL caliber defenseman here, maybe like you said, someone like Dead Silence. Belleville has 3 defensemen on their main roster already, 2 lefty and a righty, both that are on pretty high contracts, so I don't know if they'll go for another one and then save the room for bidding. But I do think they'll go defense here.
There it is, go next 19.
It's a good pick. Good player.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good pick for the second round. I'm not sure. He'll probably end up going to the AHL, to be honest with you, but he is a solid second-line AHL defenseman, especially at 40. I don't think he would have slipped too much farther down the board, especially with them having 2 straight picks. They can take a pick like that.
Stone overrated.
Now here, would it be wise for them to just grab him a defense partner?
Possibly. It really just depends on who exactly he did or did not play well with. I'm pretty sure North Bay mixed they mix and matched a lot of their defensive pairings. So it really just kind of depends on who he paired with. Plus the positional needs. I mean, like I said, these guys will probably go to Belleville, and now they have 4 defensemen if they include Doan in that. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. I think they probably go to forward here, maybe with a guy like Crotch, who I'm still surprised hasn't been picked yet. So, I think they go. That's where they go here. And then if not, then he'll definitely go to Carolina to pair with Young Lone Wolf.
Which would be a good pairing.
Batty wants on the show here. You bringing him in? You guys in?
Vatty wants in?
Hello.
Oh man, I don't know. Then we gotta let every NHL owner in. Nah, screw it. Get Vatty in here. Let's go. He doesn't have a pick for a while.
And if he does, I'm sure he knows who he's getting at this point.
Right. We'll get some inside information from an NHLer.
Nice pick from Ottawa there.
Angry Kitten. I was wondering where he was going to go.
Very good pick. Yeah, that's a good pick. Angry Kitten, like I
Don't
said
bring
earlier,
Vatty, then I'll leave. I'm out. All right, Glad. Bye. Silver Fox, drop shot is a moose.
Oh, like I said, Angry Kitten, there was a lot of QMJHL forwards that went really under the radar. He was definitely one of them. I had him included in my first mock draft, and I had him late first round. He buried over 80 points, had a lot of goals and assists in his arsenal. Zwiggy, love or hate the guy, he knows how to build a team. He built really good forwards over there, and that's just another one of several that you might see here picked in the next couple rounds.
And he's a two-way forward. He plays very well defensively. He's really good at getting the puck out of zone. He's another Jets Jet.
Oh, we got Carolina on the clock again.
Is it surprising that Angry couldn't win before Nicerman?
Getting asked who I want to play with. Uh-oh, better small. Getting the Royals treatment.
No camera. Rip.
Oh my god, I'm coming.
Wants to come on the show, but decides not to camera.
And
Traded his
Swifty
camera for a
tip
draft pick.
goes to Carolina. Swifty.
It's not a bad pick.
It's not a terrible pick, considering. Oh, what was it? Timo's
Yep.
goes to Colorado, and Noah
Oh, I got that free pick
goes
set.
to Edmonton. Nashville on the clock, followed by the Bruins' first pick in the draft.
Hey there, silly little sailor.
This has to be
Welcome
calm death
aboard
ball,
my
no?
boat.
Oh snap! What the fuck?
That would
Yeah.
make the most sense for them.
Saucerman, thank you for the sub, bud. Appreciate it. This is exactly why TOS didn't want me hosting this stream.
Yeah.
Emails there?
That exact reason.
That exact
Oh, well.
reason. It's not because of terms of service. First steelhead. Duclair, when are you going, bro?
Shout out to Declare. That's my AGM there.
Calm Deathclaw goes to Nashville.
Yep.
There he is.
Great pick there.
Well,
That was a
smart
really good
pick.
pick.
And
Yep.
Boston on the clock.
What the fuck was that? Good. That's what we do in Anaheim.
By the way, some insight here from the shoutbox. Tampa's owners NYR is saying that Hendry is the one that took Brunner, not him. And said, quote unquote, "Yes, I wanted him, but my GM took Brunner instead. Idiot Hendry." Not sure if that's serious or not, but if it is, then that's hilarious.
Oh, I think they wanted Brunner as their AHL GM, so.
Yeah, that's why they did that. He was he was the AHL GM for them at first, but he was removed because he wasn't eligible, being a prospect. So that's probably why they did that.
So same
have his-
situation as good old Jerome last season.
Exactly.
No, actually,
gets
I think
picked
it
in
was
the
more that
second.
he wasn't eligible because you
Of
can't
his
take
ban?
management this season after a ban.
Yeah.
So
And
I was
maybe
looking
he still
for
wasn't.
the
see what
shittiest
happens.
player to draft in the third round because, you know, I got to follow up my Air Raiders performance. I can't find him. Just kidding, Raiders. I love you.
I just
Think
became
about this
unavailable to ECU ever.
You want to follow it up, dude?
The Slam Show 91?
Follow it up with Jet, dude. You want
Those
to pick a
days are
shitty,
gone.
you want to
Still
pick a shitty person in the third round? Jet
I don't know.
Fatty's already traded.
or
me
Captain
before. I
Campos?
don't want to have to go through that again.
Captain
I don't know.
Campos. There you go.
Juke's making all my fourth round picks, so.
Raiders.
fourth round picks?
Raiders is better than Vatty.
I have 2 fourth round picks. Absolutely
that?
correct. Who said Raiders is better than Vetty? You're fucking right.
That's Riva. He's right.
I give
Yeah,
it
dude.
10 games before Brunner is banned.
T-Moz got picked and I missed it?
I mean,
He's on
he
my
does have to
TC.
deal with Moj all season, so we'll see how that goes.
Wait, who was on your TC?
T-Moz L was on my TC last season.
Oh, Timaz?
By the way,
Apparently
Vatty's
he was there
Vatty's my
five
boy, so I can chirp him. But your like room light is darker than Anaheim's playoff hopes last
This is
season. I can barely
Christian's
see
dark
you.
sex dungeon. I'm sorry. It's Juke's fault.
Jesus Christ.
Can you put lights in your house? Put lights in your house.
I almost want to give him some of my light.
Even Drop Shot has lights this time.
Up,
Last
I got
time on Insider,
Vatty's
he
better
was a
than
vampire.
Raiders.
Well,
as
the
well.
last time it was late at night.
Who's lying over there?
What do you mean Saturday
good
with
question.
11?
Oh, lazy. Worst.
Oh,
Sensei
don't
did his
listen
hair.
to lazy.
Sensei always does his hair, dude.
Yeah,
Like-
Sensei, that's cute.
That's just what
If
Sensei
I knew you were that
does when he
cute, I
comes
would have
in.
drafted you.
Right?
That's
just gets out of
Pogs
bed like that,
literally
like,
said
I gotta
the same
have
thing.
I gotta have booty cheeks to cry into when I lose every game this season.
I'm still convinced that that's the only reason why Mitty got drafted so high. Because of his looks.
Dying lucky to the Boston Bruins.
All right, my
Dying
picks
lucky.
He's a good pick.
Your picks. Oh yeah, you do have 49th, huh?
Yeah, that's like the last one I have for a little bit. Then I can chill.
Vatty for 15 wins this season.
We're trying for 25. So we got 20 last season. Don't tell anyone the last 5 were off of forfeit wins.
I
Alright,
think
Jeff.
that Dying Lucky pick is kind of a sleeper. I mean, he had an off season with he had a bit of an off season with Drummondville. Drummondville wasn't a great team, but he still pulled a 9-4-3 record with that team. And then with the Chicoutimi team in season 26, 13-3-1, 18 points, a plus 22. Only a negative 13 for turnover giveaway as well. So that might have been a bit of a sleeper pick that they have been looking at for a while that no one picked up on.
He's good. He's one of those defensemen that doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He's not going to jump up in the play and get you some assists, but he doesn't take chances that he doesn't need to. He's smart, which is what you need up there. And the NHL or the AHL.
Somebody I want to
have
see
a
get
draft
picked
pick?
soon too is Chait. I'm surprised he hasn't been picked yet. He's a very good forward that was kind of a bit underrated on two very good teams in Calgary and Vancouver, but in this stage of the draft, I think he's a pick that could easily be taken and make an impact for an AHL squad.
Hey Jet, I hear you're getting drafted 95th overall.
I have a hard time believing that.
It's Texas.
Dawson
Texas had-
number 47 to Ottawa.
Jet.
That's another good pick too. Sawson's a nice guy, and he was a good player at 17. I know I haven't played with him yet in 18, but he showed up at the combine in 17, and he made a lot of very good plays. He cycled the puck well. He knew where to put himself positionally. He didn't make bad decisions. He's going to be good for Binghamton. Binghamton, they're going to have a solid squad with guys like Doan, Ingrid Kidden, and Sawson Pucks, especially for Ottawa getting Indo as well.
who
Who
was
I
the
thought
first team
Fatty
you
right here
choose?
was going to take. You got to
Oh.
explain yourself on that one.
I had 500k goalie for the win. Jet. I'm just gonna get Jet. He's gonna ECU every game for me. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
No,
let's do
I
it.
just there was better defense and forwards this season. You can find goalies every year. I like him. He's a good player. I'll give him that. But there's always a goalie.
And
Is there a goalie in your future, Vatty? Is there any other goalies that you see late in the draft?
Oh,
There's-
my picks here. There you go, guys. Rectify just got picked, and then
Rectify's a great player.
yeah, he
Yeah.
is. Wait, did my pick go
Ooh.
through? Yeah, it did. Okay.
Yeah, picks are flying.
Lots of picks are flying through right now.
Having a hard time keeping up.
Wow,
The
these
Random
picks are-
Gamer, Progresso, Arsenal, and RDGM 4.
Boston's on the clock.
Got my boy.
Is
A
he really a
random?
random gamer?
It's Buddy's friend.
He also spelled random wrong.
Yeah. Well, Betty doesn't draft based on intelligence.
Is that like a shot at yourself?
I think it was. I'm
Obviously.
Were you like,
trying to figure out what the fuck just happened there. So Trev Wings went in the first round. What do you guys think of that?
I agree with it, and I feel like the reasoning that he went early is just because is single-handedly because of the fact Washington didn't have another pick for a while, and Trev wasn't going to fall into the 60s where they were. He's a first-round guy. He might not be in the NHL, but he definitely will help Hershey out a lot. He's a good player, especially defensively. I've played with him in 18.
So,
It's just
I mean, yeah. He's been through the draft. This is his third time through the draft now, if anyone remembers correctly.
Well, hello.
So just strange
beautiful.
that a guy like that goes to first round.
yeah, we've
Hasn't
seen
had
it
a good
before.
season.
Yeah, when you get carried by
Yeah.
a top line like Valdor had last season, of course you're gonna get drafted.
It's the same
first
thing with Doan too. No, like I like Doan. He's a super cool guy. There's like third time through the draft. It's just interesting for some of these guys.
I mean, that's what happens, though. I mean,
This
like,
is a
sometimes you see
byproduct
that
of
happen.
LG and everybody looking at stats.
All right, I'm back. Sorry,
Very true.
I'm just catching up here. Sauce and Pucks, Rectify, The Random Gamer, Progresso, Arsenal, and RDGM4. And Boston is up again. Who are they going to pair up with? Dying Lucky.
I think you have to look back into the very deep team that was North Bay, and you have to look at a guy like Chris Cubs fan, who was very good for them all season. Also a guy like Deceptive One from Owen Sound. I'm surprised. Well, actually, not surprised, but this is the round where I could see him getting picked. There's still a couple of defensemen that crack the AHL that could get picked here.
What about like guys like C-Train?
Choo choo.
Huckfin up there as well, still an option.
The notorious Huck Finn. Doghouse famous Huck Finn.
Yep,
He showed his butthole.
he did.
That was the thing.
That's the kind of guy you want in your locker room.
Yep. Butthole.
There's still a CHL Shotbox hero Voracek on the board.
Voracek's terrible. He won't get drafted.
I've heard he's improved in this game.
I heard
a
he's,
lot
I
better
heard
than
he's going to
18.
Anaheim.
Oh God.
You heard wrong.
Oh God.
Ooh, hot take.
Also very interesting to see JJ from I forget what team he played on.
Prince Albert.
JJ from Prince Albert has not been picked yet.
And Large Barba.
Surprised, but not really surprised, to be honest with you. This is kind of one of those things. I mean, Prince Albert was a team that was notorious for scrub hunting.
C-Train to the
Huck
Nucks.
Finn.
So,
Huck Finn goes to Boston. Buffalo takes
called
Large
it.
Barba, and C-Train goes to the Canucks. And the Penguins
C-Train's a very good
are on the
pick.
board for the first time in this draft.
Yeah, C-Train's a good pick. He's a nice guy, too.
Look like
Love that
Hawk, I'm
kid.
not surprised at all. Yeah, I think I actually mentioned them with one of the guys that could get picked. I still think that somebody like Deceptive One and Chris Cubs fan could go here soon. Especially with the Stanley Cup champion and Pittsburgh Penguins probably sending whoever this pick is to Wilkes-Barre. So we'll see what happens.
I think it's crazy that as a Flyers fan, that Boston pick's probably killing Huck Finn. Just
Yeah, that's
eating it on the
true.
inside.
Forgot about that. That's true.
Ha ha, Huck Finn. Ha ha. Welcome to the dark side, bitch.
You're asking if there's a goalie, by the way, Jet. There is still two really good goalies in this draft. So
I think Big Wet Mays definitely could play in some NHL teams and could definitely play in the AHL. He's a great goalie.
there's one more as well. Off Owen Sound, Dolph.
Old Dolph? Dolph is a good goalie. He's highly toted around here when we were doing our picks for the Doghouse All-Star game.
Yeah,
There's
I think
also,
Dolph's somehow.
Hey, did we say that,
WJC legend, Devin Boy 10.
did we say that TOS
Not
did
the
not
French
sign
kid.
up? Is that what we said?
Yeah, he didn't sign up. I didn't see him on the draft board at least.
It's because he can't watch his stream and play at the same time.
I'll give you another
Maybe he
goalie
still
who
hasn't
won't get
found
drafted.
batteries.
Who, Jet?
He couldn't afford a backing to his controller.
What was that?
Are you asking me? I said,
No, I
who's your
said-
other goalie?
I'll tell you someone that didn't play goalie last season that's been playing it exclusively this year. Yeah, Loopy Loop. Great goalie. If you look at what he's done so far this season, just warming up, learning the game. He's played against him a couple times. He's going to be a really good goalie. He'll probably be back down in the CHL, but he'll do great over there.
Maybe he'll be one of those guys that benefits from going through the draft once and not getting picked up.
He played defense last season and had a great record. He was undefeated for a good part of the season. Then he got to Armada and was not undefeated much longer.
You know, CHL productive center TNT Biscuit still on the board too.
And the owner of the Memorial Cup champions has graced us with his presence.
Oh God!
Why Snowy?
Snowy.
Why Snowy is here? It's time to queue up. We Are the Champions.
He is becoming a full house.
Noob School Bus goes to the Pittsburgh Penguins.
That's a good pick.
And
I'm pretty sure he's a
Scarface
Calgary guy.
goes to the Rangers.
Yeah, that's a guy that might have put up way too many points and scrub hunted a whole lot.
Who's Sensei?
It's Scarface.
Hmm.
I can't shit talk Sensei.
You can too. We'll
It's
allow
like
it.
kicking a dog.
You come up here and you kick my dog. How many North Bay players have gotten drafted? That's actually a good question.
That might be another write-up I do. There's a bit of a draft recap. That will mention what teams. Yeah, that'll mention what teams were picked from who. So.
An angry brown guy.
He's actually a really good defenseman. He was on Peterborough his first season. I forgot what team he was on this season, but during CHL bidding, we were personally really looking to pick him up.
He's on the Wild now.
Yeah, now he's Minnesota Wild. That's not a bad pick for them, especially for a team that was their first pick, and it's really, really late in the draft, so they really made the most of it there. That was a good job by their management.
I think everybody benefits when you draft an angry brown guy.
I guess I can't wait to see when people start taking managers off the board.
I think it's one of those things. When one of them goes, we can easily see 2 or 3 other managers go back to back to back.
It's really funny. I told all y'all in the shout box that this was going to happen. Everyone called me an idiot until it happened. And those guys that you drafted are managers. They are technically just an ECU for you for 1 season, and then their contract starts. So it's actually a really good deal you get.
It is actually. Like I actually said that earlier, that, and I'll say it again for those who weren't watching, that I think towards the 3rd, 4th round, you're going to start seeing the managers come off, because that's when you would pick your guys that you're not sure are going to make the AHL team, probably going back to the CHL. So why not have their contract start next season instead of wasting a season this season?
Good call.
And there's some good of them.
It's
there's some like good managers.
It's kind of like pre-drafting next year's draft pick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where you don't have to waste a pick next season, but you got them available anyway for next season.
Let's not also forget, like some of these guys draft dodged pretty hard. 4th round picks are $500K. 2 seasons of a guy that draft dodged it would have gone first round.
Hello, beautiful.
It's gold.
And I think that cuts down on it a lot, because there are a lot of guys that do draft dodge that don't want to play in the AHL, don't want to play in the NHL, so they just keep taking management season.
They draft dodge like Muhammad Ali.
It did. Also, B-May just said that he is out. We'd like to thank everyone for watching and thank us for having him on there. He's taken off.
He big league us?
Sensei went to go play with his NHL friends, apparently.
Oh, that's cute.
What a homo.
I remember when I got drafted.
I remember when Batty came on and kicked both of our hosts off.
It happens.
What is taking so long with these picks? Is everybody's draft board just fucked right now?
Listen, why are people not picking? Like it.
Why are people not as prepared as freaking Anaheim is?
Anaheim is good to go.
How excited were you guys when all 3 of my fucking ones in a row went right away?
If you were watching the stream, dude, my screen just went nuts, dude. I was like, shit, what the hell happened? Like everything's just all fucking, I don't know, man. It scrolled down on me. I couldn't get to it. Is Campos still on Doghouse? Campos is not going to be on the Doghouse show unless he needs to fill in for either myself, Air Raiders, or Jet. But he is still part of the Doghouse team. He will be doing live commentary. You just won't see many of us 3 in the live commentary. He's looking for his own crew. Although I may have to step in for the first couple games until he gets his feet wet as far as streaming. But yeah.
Chris Cup Fan 15 goes to Ottawa, by the way.
He did. Chris Cup fan goes to Ottawa, and fucking Winnipeg is on the clock.
That's a good pick. Good
Is a
player.
5-minute draft timer really necessary at this point?
Yes.
I'll actually give a lot of props to Ottawa for the picks that they have. They've made the most out of them. The only one that I'm not too sure about is Doan, but they hit on everything else. I like all their other picks.
And for where they got Doan, it's not a terrible pick. He's a good player for where he is.
You still had Calm Deathclaw on the board. I don't think you can say.
No, Calm Deathclaw got taken by Nashville to pair with Getzlaff.
Yeah, Doan went 40. Deathclaw went 45.
It's actually they're actually I's, not L's. So it's actually like came, death,
Seow.
Sia. Yeah.
You guys are the worst people. The people that have to replace their names with I's and L's. When you're trying to add people to your friends list and stuff like that, and one's an I and one's an L.
I had him on Sir Mike's Nights, dude. You know how hard that was to figure that out? I was like, wait, am I not spelling his name right? Like, I kept going back, and I went, oh, tell me these aren't I's. Tell me these aren't fucking I's. They were all I's. Wait, who drafted them?
So that means Calm
Nashville, right?
Deathclaw was actually taken.
Yeah.
There's another one.
Either that. Actually, no, it wasn't, because they couldn't. I couldn't find anybody when I did Calm Deathclaw. So like, yeah, he's just trolling, dude. Like that's what it is. It's a troll.
Oh wait, does Guan need help?
Does Guan need help?
Yeah, I've been giving him my thoughts on guys.
Rip Winnipeg.
Yep.
Oh, they actually did. They did really well. I mean, getting gun show.
Winnipeg.
They got gun show and. Yeah, I keep forgetting the team swapped. This is A1 Freak.
Yeah.
So honest to God, Sensei drop shot 37. Thoughts?
Terrible. That's a reach and a half, bro.
Raiders or drop shot? Who's better?
Let's not go there.
That's how you start a chat box war.
Dead silence 05 to Winnipeg.
That's another good pick.
I just like to give drop shot a lot of shit. That's cool.
I mean, I think the only reason why they picked him when they did is because they don't have another pick.
If you got a guy you like, you might as well go for it.
Oh, Dead Silence goes 60th, which is probably where they should have gotten Sensei. Maybe 74th. Sensei probably would have slipped to 74th or 89th, maybe 92nd, 94th. These are all Winnipeg. 102nd definitely would have slipped 102nd. They could have picked Sensei at 102nd. I mean, let's be honest here.
Hmm? Yeah. He's a manager though.
Shout out to Dead Silence. He was traded for our very own Air Raiders this last season.
So were 100 other people.
I hate this shit.
I was well traveled this past season.
So
a journeyman, some would say.
Yeah.
I'd really like if someone picked a Lou Crossbar because that's a great name. Also DJ Poop Fart.
God damn it, Chloe.
Please just pick one of those two. Thanks.
When we were talking about our best gamer tags last year, DJ Poop Fart was definitely in the conversation.
Jet TK Shooter's not in the draft.
Do you remember how I got
No.
Captain? What's his face? Who's that? Who's the guy who made the playoff video on the CHL? Captain Paul. I got him drafted last year.
Only to be shortly banned thereafter.
So who are you hoping not to get drafted there, Jet?
My other defenseman.
And New Jersey on
Who?
the clock.
TK Shooter?
No, he didn't sign up for the draft. He's not signed up for next season.
Or Gun 9 Grave?
He was my center. I don't have any attachment to him. He's a good player, though.
Oh,
We got-
Rippo the Hippo. That's who you're talking about.
Don't you take him, Vatty. You leave him alone.
He was looking really good in the 4th round. Oh.
You leave him alone, Vatty.
I'm not gonna lie, came to play with the Anaheim boys while one of our goalies was doing cocaine. It was really fun. He had a good time.
He's a good time.
He enjoyed Anaheim. quite a bit.
He did not enjoy Anaheim. I had him out here to California over the summer. He wasn't a big fan of Anaheim or San Diego, so don't get any ideas.
All right, should I piss off Jets?
Appreciate it if you did.
If you're looking for an underrated player,
An underrated
take
D-man
Rippo.
for sure is Rippo. His name is R-I-P-O, but you have to call him Rippo the Hippo. So.
Rip.
Eat a dick, Jet.
That hurts. He's a good player, man. He doesn't get the credit he deserves. He's definitely better. Definitely an NHL style defenseman. He'll translate well into the AHL.
But he also played for a terrible CHL team, so he might need to like get some games under his belt with some good kids.
Yeah, stop. We gotta get him away from Jet as soon as possible.
I'm just saying he played exclusively on the third line of Armada and somehow still managed 40 points as a defenseman.
Come on, New Jersey.
There are some very interesting players still on the board though right now. I'm still gonna say TNT Biscuit for the amount of points he put up on not very good teams. At center. Other than that, this is where it gets bad. You get a lot
This is where you're hoping that you hit. You take a chance on some guys and you hope one of them hits.
Now here's a question. The $7.5 million defenseman, Dabber Dan, 420. Does he get drafted?
No.
But he went.
Who's
for
this guy that just went to New Jersey?
DLM Mr. JVS.
I'm absolutely sure that's a French kid.
You look at some of these names. There's two guys that got drafted that were just TC guys in the CHL. So a lot of these guys are sitting here that no one knew about. Apparently, they had studs.
Do you think that's coincidence?
And
Never.
Villa goes to Washington, and we are about 2 hours in, and we are halfway through the draft. Immediately, JJ goes to New York, then Blaker goes to Buffalo. Come on, let's just go like this for the rest of the draft. Come on.
Rapid fire.
Come on, rapid fire. Let's go, Edmonton. You're screwing it up, Edmonton. God damn it.
Edmonton, New Jersey might have a problem seeing as how they somehow just drafted a band player. Unsure. But,
wow.
I don't know how that works, but they definitely just drafted a band player.
Well.
It's poor scouting.
It's very poor scouting.
I mean, that would probably be their AHL team now that's drafting this, right?
You would think so.
Blaker 29 to Buffalo. JJ to New York Rangers.
JJ's a good player. JJ's a good playmaker.
Poopy Snoopy always picks a very interesting player. I can't wait to see who he chooses.
This is his year, I've been told. According to the shop box.
It's Anaheim's year too.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't go that far.
It's Anaheim's year to maybe get first rounded, if they can make it.
I'm down to get first rounded. Let's go.
Nothing wrong with getting first rounded.
It's better than not making.
Unless you're in the CHL, then getting first rounded sucks.
So what do we think this means for New Jersey having drafted a banned player?
Wait, is there still this player on the board? Okay. Yep, I know what I'm doing with the fourth. Holy fuck.
The Snipe Show 91?
Mm-mm. Here. You shut the fuck up, I'll Discord you.
So I got some inside information. B Major, gone but never forgot, never out of our presence. Tells me that New Jersey drafting DLM Junior 25 is actually Trio Whopper.
It's who?
Trio Whopper. Trio Whopper Junior 25.
It's who?
He was a good defenseman last season in the CHL.
Say so.
I love the reaction.
Trio Whopper. It's like a double and a single together? Is that what it is?
Yep.
do they make those?
God, you're a fucking Kings fan. I should draft you.
He's not on the draft board.
Not on the draft board. Those areas are done.
Ah, that's upsetting.
So I took management. Draft dodger. My stock was high at one point when I had 2 really good seasons, and then
I
it's
took
been all
management because I'm a
downhill
duck dodger.
I took management because I knew I wouldn't get drafted.
Is New
That was
Maple
my
Leaf
season.
still on the
That was
board
my
or no?
second season anyway. I took
All management should be on the board that was eligible.
Yep. He'll probably be the first management taken now.
You would imagine, but
Him
who
in
knows?
probably 98, not too far after.
You dying over there, bud? I said you dying over there, bud?
Henrique's still there too, right?
Hmm?
Yes, he's still there.
It's another Jets jet.
Why? Do you want me
Saying
to?
as far as managers drafting? Oh, you're talking to somebody else. That's incredibly distracting.
I'm sorry. Here, random show. This is Juke. Yeah, we'll get him in the 4th. Sounds good.
And Diamond goes to Edmonton. St. Louis on the clock.
Their pick's in.
And it's Stammer time. Oh no, it's DX Karma. Then Stammer time and Lark Daddy go to Buffalo. Come on. Come on, Pittsburgh. Rapid fire, let's go. Come on, come on, come on. Pittsburgh, Ottawa, Buffalo, Washington, Dallas. Let's go.
Pittsburgh's like, oh shit, we actually have a pick. Hold on.
Wait, I thought
Let me
New
see
School
what's up
Bus
there.
was our only pick.
If you're looking for a goal, the Snipe Show 91 is still on the board.
God, I hope he's not a troll pick. Let that man be manager somewhere. Ozzy, I'm looking at you. You still don't have a manager, and we're 2 weeks from the season, you scrub.
Yeah, but you have to remember,
Snipe show.
Ozzy likes to just beat the same managers over and over again and lose terribly every season. So Ozzy's go-to.
It's true. But why not lose with Snipe Show and take a shot at a guy?
This just in, the reason B Major had to leave us was because his mom started yelling at him to put on another new shirt.
How many new shirts does that man have to put on throughout the course of a show?
Oh, you know.
I just want to see him come back now with a new shirt, good to go, ready with his inside
Ready.
information.
New hat, new shirt.
B Major. B Major.
Maybe
Challenge?
Maybe even the Sensei drop
Challenge
shot.
accepted. Come on. Come on, B Major.
Maybe even the Sensei drop shot hairdo.
Right? I don't know if he could pull that off, man. I don't know if he could pull that off.
Sure he could.
That'd be hilarious, though.
What about Sensei saying he wanted to be on the show just long enough to watch himself get drafted?
I'm
and
honestly
then
not sure if
peace
I've
out?
ever seen B Major not wear a hat.
I was, nothing against drop shot, but I was really, really hoping you didn't get drafted just for the
Just for the
show.
lulls.
Yeah, just to see the reaction on the show. I remember I sweated it out last season during the draft show for 70 picks.
That was fun, too.
And you should have gone later.
I shouldn't have gone at all.
Probably not.
Nope.
Hindsight's always 20/20, though.
I'd have been one of those 3 drafts, first round picks that we're seeing. All right, guys, don't go dead silent on me. You could at least laughed.
Nope.
Fuck.
Not funny.
It's a solemn
I mean, 'cause
situation.
it's true, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna argue with you.
Can honest to God say I did not miss out on a single player that I wanted.
That's tough considering you had 67 picks.
Yeah, right. I didn't miss out on anybody with my 130 out of 147 picks.
Only one guy's making NHL, so. The rest are going to the A.
The goals are going to be just a big CHL All-Star team.
They're all friends, so that's cool.
That'll good. That'll make the group chat very nice and pleasant.
Last time I had a good amount of nudes in my group chat in the AHL, so when I wasn't winning games in the end, I just go see
Audacity
them.
in your chat?
No.
Well, hello.
Actually, we had this MVP who had legit nudes, and they were pleasant. He won 24 games that year, so I'm really excited to see Someone with a lot of nudes win a lot.
I mean, I could show you.
That's
some
the
Draymond.
secret.
I could show you some Draymond nudes if you want.
Draymond,
Dressed
love
up as
Draymond.
everything you can imagine.
Yeah, I do. I got a chicken.
Wait,
Yeah,
Mexican
you still-
Draymond.
hold
We
on,
had
real
the one the
question
other day.
though, Mike.
What?
Do you still have some faces picks or some aces picks? I'm sorry.
Some Aces picks? Yeah, I've got some. I mean, I've got his Facebook.
Look, no, the one that Audacity photoshopped. I need that one.
Oh,
I need some fat material later.
I could probably get that one. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mike's the
Appreciate.
type of guy that can get things.
We need
You mean the one that made Aces quit? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Yes. The one that-
It's the reason.
we need to
Aces
get
left the
Snipe
league.
Show drafted. Anybody have those videos?
That is one of my favorite LG videos since I've been a part of the league. That man talking about who he was, what position he played, and that he just liked to get to the net and make plays. Who doesn't want a guy that wants to get to the net and make plays?
Definitely.
Wait,
You might see a Snipe Show in Armada.
wait.
but
You're
now he's a
actually
goalie.
supposed to. You're actually supposed to score goals in this league or something.
Well, not when you're a defenseman, I guess.
I averaged 2 goals a season.
It's not bad.
Not bad at all. Those are AHL numbers right there.
I actually went one.
That's why he got drafted.
Actually, in the AHL, I got 6 goals.
What?
Yeah, dude.
I
in
remember
one season?
I played forward one game in the A.
I did play forward. I played forward a couple games in the A.
That's when Glad ran that great team, I believe.
No, I ran the A team. That was when Aces got into a car accident.
Oh, that's right.
Serby
I'm talking about,
96.
that
To
great
Pittsburgh.
Providence team. That
Oh no, I didn't play forward for them. I played D.
Or your variation of D.
Right. I mean, I pretended to play D.
Stood behind the forwards.
All right, guys.
Right.
After this pick, everybody else is worse than air raiders. Let it sink in.
actually no.
Now, I actually did, believe it or not, I did have a hat trick in the NHL.
What?
Yes. I played for
You
Pittsburgh
know-
Penguins.
Did you immediately quit?
I should have, dude. I should have ended my career right there.
Just
You know,
Was it like? Was it one of
This
those
is
Make-A-Wish
insane.
hat tricks where everyone just skates out, pretends to hit you, and lets you walk right on in?
This is
Who
insane.
knows, man? Who
Raiders actually had a plus minus of minus.
Everybody knows it
46
was
last season.
minus
No.
50.
My,
I know.
was,
Did you not watch the Doghouse? We brought it up every week.
Forsberg goes to
Forsberg,
Ottawa.
Yes, I was 4-15-1 with a minus 50. Again, for those that didn't know.
he
Dark
won
is
a-
like
Dark Miz. You go ahead.
is
Put
like
that door.
99. Snoop Dogg is turning in his grave.
I mean, shit. I choked on Dirty Jersey, so.
still some really good players of.
Is it Jers or is it Jersey? Because I've always called him Jers.
You gotta call him Jersey.
Who's gonna pick Captain Campos? That's a real question.
I don't think that's a question.
Hopefully no one.
Whoever
No one.
If
wants to
they're smart.
lose this season picks Captain Campbell.
Anyone that really wants to ruin him would take him right here before Raiders got picked. Just to hear it all season.
Now, no matter what, if he gets drafted, he gets drafted after me. So, I win.
Eat a dick, Campos.
Eat a dick, Campos. You couldn't even get drafted before I did.
Still some really great gamer tags left.
That's the part of the draft that we're in, where we're looking at gamer tags, waiting for some of these picks to come through.
I'm wondering if we see a
Dinkus Maximus pick?
A
Dingus
baby
Maximus.
fart McGee?
Didn't he
baby fart
used to
Ms.
be
Gizaks.
Dinkus Maximus used to be
something?
in the IOHL.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
That's
Raiders,
it.
your wiener can
He
still
was
get
always-
picked.
He was
Yeah,
always
Raiders
the,
wiener. My biggest
He
fan.
was always the Toronto Maple Leafs owner.
I don't care what his name actually is. Every time I see that gamer tag in like the chat box or anything, I swear it says Raiders wieners.
Who? Raiders? He's a good player.
Um, Ride the pork chop. That's a good one.
That is a solid gamer tag.
I think I just saw. Oh, there we go. Where's? God damn it! Sweaty bananas. That's a nice one.
There you go.
I also.
Now we're getting creative.
I thoroughly enjoy Baby Farts McGee Zach's.
It's
Like,
one of the
just in
best.
case you didn't know his name was Zach, he put at the end.
Just in case you forgot.
I like June got him wet. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Jake State Farm.
That's an Armada player. Shout out to Jake from State Farm.
Because Jake from State Farm was taken.
Yeah, probably. Rogers
He
Cable.
play in the league too? Like, I'm pretty sure there's like 3 of those guys in the league.
Probably.
Rogers Cable also an Armada player.
I want to see Gopher Aselli and his brother Bar South Hockey get drafted. They're good. They're solid players. I think they do well in the
I
A.
want to see Fox Racing 8851 get drafted. He's a good player. Am I picking up my brother? No, I'm not picking up my brother.
That is harsh. I don't want to live in a world where you don't even draft your own brother.
Not good enough. No, he played like 1 game, I think. Yeah. He's not that bad. I mean, he got you a shutout last season, didn't he?
Solid misfit Chatoy 47. They're talking about right now, in
That's
case
my
you were
brother.
wondering.
No, it wasn't a shutout. There's no fucking way you got a shutout.
Washington still on the clock here. I don't know what's taking so long. Coming out on the final minute of their pick.
This is a part of fantasy football drafts where everyone's usually just flying through them and then picking Terrell Owens and other people that aren't ever
Can
gonna
we
play.
talk about how I'm 2-1
Miles
with Sam
Yes.
Bradford as my
Washington
fucking
Capitals.
quarterback?
Let's say Miles from
75.
Cape
I
Breton.
don't know how much longer I can
Yep.
last on
Yeah,
this.
that's a manager, by the way.
No.
So first manager off the board.
I
First
don't think he
manager
is.
pick.
I don't think he
I
took a
don't-
manager. Because he wanted to get drafted.
Oh.
See, the problem is they didn't tell anybody that if they took management, they could still get drafted. So then people didn't take management to get drafted, and then found out that management could get drafted anyway. So,
Yeah, but those guys are guys that want to get drafted and play this season. They're not guys that want to get drafted and play another season in the CHL.
Just some shout out if actually any owners are watching. So if you guys still good on the board, Archangel 87, Brandon
first.
X94, C-Tech. That's not bad. Okay, never mind. There's not that many good players.
no, I think this is going to be the part of the draft where maybe there's a few more picks, and then some managers start coming.
Looking at some of the guys left on the board, it's not a bad time to take a guy like Maple Leafs.
Miles is a super good dude too, though.
Unique Sniper is pretty decent. You got some. The Vortex crew, it looks like, is there. Vortex Slump Dog, Tragic, and Trigger. Oh, and Assassin. Forgive me. He spelled it with a 3 though, so he's more elite
That's
than the
true.
others.
Maybe more leaked than the Cryptics.
Maybe.
The Vortex crew. Honestly,
Definitely,
that battle
definitely
royale.
less banned than the Cryptics.
That's true. Shout out to the Cryptics getting banned in World Juniors.
Yeah. Tad recovering in World Juniors.
In World Juniors.
In World Juniors. That is hashtag living for it.
That is the lowest of low of ways to absolutely. It's slightly above second tagging in the red versus blue games.
What if they get more red versus blue games? So second tag.
Rippo the Hippo still on the board.
Yep,
Hey.
Rippo. If you're looking
Thanks
for a
for that.
defenseman.
I got him on the pre-pick board. That's good. Good luck, Jet.
Went for $6 million last season. I got him for $500K the season before because no one knew about him, and somehow he found his way $6 million last season.
TNT Biscuit still on the board too.
Dubs
Probably-
MP, he's a decent guy.
Decent guy or decent player? Those are two different things.
Decent guy.
A decent guy.
It's like saying she's got a really good personality.
I like Face Up 29 as a goalie. He's a good dude. Good player.
Big Wet May's still out there. Anybody needs a goalie.
Big Wet May's still there.
Don't forget,
Um,
I am Pavel Bure still there too. He's pretty good.
Drink a Bush, or as we like to call him, Danny Goggin, still out there.
Danny Goggin is on the board. Are you serious?
Yeah, Danny Goggin on the board. Just hanging out.
How many more picks do I pick? That's boring.
I has Dangles. Someone should draft him and put that to the test.
Anyone that has to go openly state that they have dangles in their game tag probably doesn't have dangles.
Yeah.
That's the type of guy that turns it over a lot in the neutral zone.
You say it. What? Oh, okay. Wow. Why can't people be more like Anaheim? And have a 460 player. Who needs my draft board? PM me. I'll send it to you.
Because nobody wants to lose that many games.
Yeah.
They'd rather take a little time on some of these picks.
Another good goalie out there. Clyde's still out there. Changed his gamer tag to Oh No Thumbs.
Sounds like this nobody should pick up. Mike's gonna fall asleep with the stream on.
I'll just turn off his camera. We'll run the rest of the show and then get out of
I
here
see
when we're
him.
done. We'll lock up when we're done. Voracek has gone to Dallas. Rip stars.
Suck it, Maddie. Come here, talk.
Oh no, I missed out on Voracek. He's a good guy though. Good kid. He means well.
Sure. At least we know where Obito can end up later on the season. Anyway, Winnipeg's on the clock. Voracek. I'm getting where the Voracek literally just creamed his pants. So excited.
Snipe Show made an appearance in the NHL chat box. Was immediately said,
Wow,
Snipe Show,
hey.
wrong chat box.
There's a Owen Sound. Sunrise Skydiver just went. Interesting. That's probably a little bit of drop shot in there.
That's why he left. He went to finish out their draft board. Some of these AHL guys.
Trying to get that Manitoba Moose team back.
They got some good jerseys.
LA, all I ask is with your 3 picks, you should just like set pre-picks because that'd be nice. Thank you.
The Snipe Show 91 has to be one of them. Hands down. Or
He fit
Cheat.
the LA lifestyle.
Cheat.
Cheat's a good player. Cheat should be taken. I'm surprised he's
Tell
still.
Vaddy to pick Master Shotgun.
Tell Vaddy to pick who?
Master Shotgun.
Why? You have a reason? It's not a great gamer tag, so I'm already skeptical.
When you have 80 picks, you start looking at what gamer tags
And
you
I
have
already-
slightly more than the rest.
And I already drafted an entire AHL team, so I really need another guy.
Is Winnipeg gonna draft Sensei's brother?
Sensei Rage Quit?
Sensei Rage Quit?
The real question is who's gonna get Splash Cole?
Hopefully
Splash
no
Cole
one.
needs to be drafted.
No Stuckies on the board?
No Stuckies.
He's a good player, too. Splash, too. Splash gets a lot of shit, but Splash could be fine in the AHL.
I mean, provided you had an entire team that could carry him.
There's 2 steals left on this board still. That's
And
not one
Bradley goes to LA.
of them. Sorry.
Oh, Bradley.
Tell Vaddy to trade for Vacuum Cube.
That's Garbs.
Murphinator 3000 wants you to pick him.
Solid name. Is that Murph26?
I don't know. Who the
If
fuck
it's-
are you, Murphinator?
Murphinator, if you're listening, you don't know what you're asking for. Believe me. B Major wants you to pick DJ Poop Fart.
I agree. DJ Poop Fart needs to be drafted right here.
That man needs a job.
Dude, that man needs to be a captain. He gets an automatic C. That dude, big locker room presence. Real grit guy out there.
Have we actually looked at his stats? I mean, he could be epic.
No one does because they stop at the gamer tag and then go, well, there goes that.
Could you imagine though if we just looked into his stats a second and was like, he's like the best defenseman in the league? No one knew.
Dude, listen, you're talking to the guy who got Captain Paul drafted last season. Anything is possible. Anything is possible.
I mean, the man was 11-9-4 with 21.5 goals, 16 assists, +7, with a takeaway giveaway ratio of -25.
That man would be a first liner on Jets team. Draft him.
That's DJ Poop Fart for you, ladies and gentlemen.
DJ Poop for Armada, season 28.
And he has a World Junior silver medal.
Oh, did he get his TC though? That's the question.
Nothing wrong with the silver medal.
All right, the real question: Cryptic kids, where's the second tags? Let's get them out.
Oh, they'll be back. No one second tags just once. No one tag recovers only once.
No, how many times did HGH do it? 9 times?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I believe that's the HTH principle.
Jesus Christ. My bedtime's coming up, guys. Can we finish this draft? Seriously? Hendry, do you need to know who to draft?
You have 2 more picks, Zaddy, that's it?
Yeah, listen, we traded all of our picks to go into the first round. I just wanted certain guys, and I just wanted to be done with this bullshit.
Is one of those guys DJ Poop Fart, though?
Listen.
That is the question.
DJ Poop Fart is better than Lazy Kids in Georgia. I would fire Lazy
Hands
Kids
down.
for my AHL job. Hands down. Put DJ Poop Farting in that. I'm sure DJ Poop Fart can play all over the ice. Naturally, yeah. And he's probably plays sick tunes in the locker room.
Duh, he's a DJ. He's got all the blazing beats.
Wow, they got a rebellious person named Gen X Rebel at right D. Congratulations,
That's a good defenseman.
Tampa.
That's a really good defenseman.
Mm-hmm.
Had he have gone undrafted, he was on Valdor's bidding board.
Let's hear the bidding boards. Let's keep getting guys out of here. Rippo the Hippo. Los Angeles.
If he has to go somewhere, I hope it's LA.
He does not mind if your goalie does bumps of coke like Papa Monk does.
Does not. He's well versed in the cooking. There's still a few good players out there. The fact that we're not a lot, but
No.
there's enough that teams should still be looking at.
There are some guys that should have gone in the first round, second round, that are still there. Maddie's waiting.
Deceptive one definitely should not be on the board.
Yeah,
Great
I agree.
defenseman. Shouldn't be here as late as he is. He can help an AHL team. There's a couple of forwards that can play in the NHL or the AHL.
Yep. Stop talking. Wait until after Anaheim picks. Then he can talk.
There's one person on this board.
Raiders, I will come through this fucking laptop ring style and kill the shit out of you.
Betty, we talk a lot of shit about you because you're kind of annoying. But your willingness to scout the CHL and know who the good players down in the CHL are is admirable.
I think your notion is misguided. It's just that during this time of season, none of the upper league girls will actually play with Vatty, so he has to play with the CHL kids. So he just disguises it as scouting, quote unquote.
Because Vatty knows a lot more about CHL players than the majority of NHL owners.
Well, not a lot of guys. I mean, How many guys went C to A to N like I did? I mean, not many.
How many guys went C to N to C?
That guy.
This guy.
Which is even more impressive.
Very impressive, yeah. I went out in a fiery ball of spectacularness. Man, what is LA doing? Frank Longworth.
Oh, that's actually a really good pick.
He's good. Came out against him in club a few nights ago.
By far the best player on Valdor last season. He was one of those guys that are really good that was still there.
Always good to see Valdor people get drafted.
You can't take credit. You were not part of Valdor last season.
I didn't take credit. I just said it was
I'm
good to
just
see
saying
Valdor
you
people get
can't
drafted.
Take
You know,
Where would Defective Lego have
the
went
real
in this year's
question,
draft?
you know, since this is a CHL show, is Raiders going to be as good as Wizza was as a GM?
Owner.
Owner,
Dickhead.
whatever. Sorry, my bad.
Don't misrepresent
I don't think he
my
cares.
authority.
He's just happy that he's off Anaheim.
Sure.
Actually, to be fair,
Wizard.
Patty had to release him to let him go to the
He did.
CHL.
Vatty was very nice about
I'm
it.
just saying. He's just happy.
Vatty,
he's
I'm
not.
actually still Vatty's property. Do we ever find out if I still become an RFA?
I don't believe so. You just skip it. Nah. With the amount of guys I just drafted, you might have gotten bumped onto the depth chart a little bit. So.
Just a
And
few.
with DJ Poopart coming
Just
in
a
the next few
scotch.
picks, they're really going to be in trouble.
I like how
Me and Jet to the A next season.
CHL.
Watch out for the Jet and Raiders AHL management pair coming next season.
Where's that going to be?
Hopefully somewhere fun. Hopefully somewhere with good jerseys. Milwaukee
Yeah.
would be great.
That's all we're thinking about. Good jerseys.
B Major says Vatty draft ghetto nuns. He is legit good too. LOL.
He's decent.
He's okay. I wasn't very fond of him on our scouting games, though. I actually played with one of the guys that played.
He's no deceptive.
What about Blue Devs 9?
What about Blue Jays? Who's going to draft Blue Jays? Let's get Blue Jays drafted.
Blue Jays isn't on the
I'm
board.
still on the Dabber Dan bandwagon here.
The $7 million defenseman, Dabber Dan?
$7.5 million defenseman. Yep.
Well, at this point, you have...
who ended up in Moncton's TC. Just because they couldn't afford to call him up.
At this point, you have a better deal.
They played him 2 times a week. You just couldn't
Gotta do
afford
what
to
you gotta
call him up.
There's got to be 2 AHL teams out there that need goalies. I mean, Big One May could easily play at the NHL level.
Raiders is
The fact
mine
that none of these
technically. LOL, he's on my TC.
That's lazy, probably.
Yep.
Yeah. And ever since you were named GM, I've been begging for a trade.
New Maple Leafs. This is soul crushing.
I hope Lazy's never the one who has
Maple, I
to be
love you, buddy, but I told you. Should have gone. It was your time. Should
GM.
have
He
taken
can
the
still
win.
get drafted.
I
You
mean,
better
yeah.
win high.
Vatty, show us your chiseled face. That would be me that needs to show it. There it is.
Oh.
There you are.
Glad's screenshotting it as we speak.
For those that didn't watch last week's show, you see my haircut too. Beard's
Oh, wow.
coming back in though. Just saying.
Mike's gonna have a full Rocky Mountain beard before the
season
series starts.
Chatbox chatter said
You
that
grabbed
me and,
cake and didn't
was
grab
saying
it?
that me and Jet had the same facial hair
Bitch.
and asked if we had done that on purpose.
Did not.
You mean the scraggly,
not-
the scraggly shit?
Wait.
Is that what you're talking about?
It's not like we have very defined facial hair. It's a pretty
Yeah.
standard go ahead beard.
Raiders, where's my
And
son
Dolph
at?
to LA.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Baby
Oh.
Raiders is
Dolph
sleeping.
goes to LA.
Sorry.
The third that's the third goalie off the board, right? Not many goalies going.
He's a good pick. He's a
No,
good goalie.
definitely a good goalie.
He's an
Over
all-star,
under
right?
5 teams with skipped picks?
At the end,
Yeah.
probably more than that.
Over. I'm gonna go over.
Although I think it's stupid because, like I said, if you're if you're a team and you're listening to this, which you're probably not because you think you're cool in the NHL, and you're thinking about skipping a pick though,
Take a manager.
take a manager.
There's good managers that can help you out.
And again, they're not going to start until next season, so it's better than just skipping a pick. Ooh, unique sniper. I like that pick.
There you go.
That's a good pick. He's a good
Boston.
player. He's on my
He's
on my draft board.
Playing side by side with Master Shotgun goes to Vancouver and Dublaga goes to Edmonton. But yes, playing side by side with Huck Finn is unique sniper.
Dublaga to Edmonton.
Dublaga. I just said that, dude. Catch
No,
up.
I was just reiterating.
No, catch up.
Just reiterating. Someone
I was
said
gonna say good
you,
job, Poopy
Snoopy.
Snoopy. You're welcome. Wink, wink.
Fuck you, Snoopy.
No, Matty not gonna get one of his
Rangers on the board.
47 players.
For those that want to know, that was the name. That was the name that Vatty
needs
PM'd
Snipe
me.
Show.
Vatty does need Snipe Show.
Fatty needs Snipe Show indeed. I don't know. I like Snipe Show 124 to Toronto.
The Snipe Show 91 to Anaheim would be the greatest story in LG history.
Snipe Show 91 overall to Dallas would be awesome.
I think I need another Dangle. I have Dangle's son and Dangles. I
You
also
need-
have Spence Dangles. I feel like I need more Dangles.
Dangled
I think you need-
D2 or dangled,
I has.
dangled Snipe. What is that? Snipe Eckley?
Dangle Snipe Selly?
That's CLLY. Does not spell Selly.
Yes.
You probably couldn't fit the E.
Slee.
Yeah, I don't know.
Slee.
I like I has Dangles. I think that.
I has Dangles is a good one.
I like Crumb Snatcher 007. The James Bond of stealing food.
I really want someone to draft the Snipe Show.
I don't. I feel like that's a cruel and unusual punishment. I just want someone to put them on their active roster this season.
But just
For
imagine he
develop-
gets drafted and just like kills it as a goalie in the A.
You know, he gets a bad rep. A lot of
There you
teams
go,
take it on him, but he's not the worst goalie I've ever played with. He has a hard time paying attention.
Grab me a
Once-
fucking piece of cake too.
One
Well,
spell.
Jed, he's not the worst
Grab
goalie
me a
you've ever
fucking
played with
piece of
because you've
cake.
played with it yourself.
Sure.
Right.
Play
Just
myself
paid
over.
$3 million for this bitch in RFA. Won't grab me cake. What a piece of shit.
Nobody gives a shit.
No,
I do give a shit.
Nobody cares.
no one cares if Vatty gets cake.
Can't have your cake and eat it too.
Fair enough.
Who's on the clock, guys?
It would be the New York Rangers. I can literally feel my hair turning gray. Sitting here waiting for this fucking draft show. This
feel like
is the
last
exact
year's draft
reason I
was
don't do
quick.
draft shows. Like this is the exact reason, dude. We're gonna be here
Maybe-
until like 1 a.m., dude.
Maybe next season we just do the first
Which will
round
still-
draft show.
Which will still only be like 10 o'clock for fucking Jet. So
Let's check. It's only 7. I got plenty of time.
Just doesn't care.
Doesn't care. So the beauty of being on the West Coast. It's one of the few times it works in your favor.
Especially in LG.
Also, shout out to my shirt I wore just for Batty. It says, "You used to be mighty. Now you're just the Ducks."
oh, speaking of shirts, you guys get yours
I like
yet?
it.
No. Did you?
No, not yet. I would have worn it on the show.
So would I. They're coming though,
They're
apparently.
coming. Hopefully,
Weird.
hopefully in time for the first Doghouse episode.
We'll be swagged out for the first Doghouse episode.
I'm still waiting for my Violent Gentleman swag.
Look at us corporate
Whoa!
sellouts.
$9.99.
Corporate salads.
$9.99, Violent Gentleman. Let's go. Either $9.99 or send me some swag. Let's go.
Jet needs to start working the phones, man.
Right?
What kind of secretary are you?
I don't want to. I want to fight what
I would
LG
like us
McDonald's
to
trying to do.
wrap it as soon as possible.
Shout out to Sir Mike Knight for trying to resurrect the Jerome pile.
Is he back in the league
I'm
yet?
bringing it back.
I think that's Sir Mike Knight's silent protest trying to appeal Druin's ban.
I want Jerome back. Hashtag
gonna-
free Jerome.
Hashtag free Jerome. He's gonna keep piling trash there until Jerome's back in the league.
You should put another KFC bucket every week that we don't hear from you.
You know, I don't really do KFC, but I might have to just to put a bucket back here. Like, I'm just not a fan of that greasy ass chicken. But
Just get a screenshot of Jerome too and print it out and put it on the Colonel Sanders' face.
Big Wet May.
Big Wet May of the Rangers.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Now
I would argue he's
Capitals
better
again.
than Dolph. Any other goalies, or is that it? Looking at the booting board, my opinion, I think that's it.
Well, there's the Snipe Show. There's
stay
Clyde still
sideways,
there.
Sitzy, Maple check.
I mean, I feel like Washington should go goalie here.
Well, stay sideways is definitely a good pick.
Yeah, it's a solid pick.
But in your opinion, is there any other goalie worth taking in this draft?
Snipe
Looking
Show
through the
91?
list, the Snipe Show
Show.
91.
Yeah.
Like I said, Oh No Thumbs.
What was
Worth
his
it.
gamer tag?
It used to be Clyde 37. He was with Quebec, I think, for a
I
little
like
while.
Clyde, but he got a lot of bad rep for being a little bit of a team cancer.
Yeah, well, this is the NHL. It's full of team cancer. Drexler McCauley, not a bad goalie.
I eat pucks, nom nom.
Remember, guys, Rippo's still out there. Face Up's a good goalie, too.
Face-up is good. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes.
But if you're looking for defensemen, definitely go Rippo, R-I-P-O.
Yeah, but you have to call him Rippo Hippo. So.
Jay
Based on-
Weezy.
Based on gamertag alone, I think Great Hambino is a good one.
Oh, thanks, bud.
Oh, is that your
Did
second
Cheat never
tag?
get taken?
Is that your second tag there, Vatty? Is that what you're saying?
Great
Oh,
Hambino.
no.
Do it.
Mhm.
Do it.
Second tag confirmed.
Oh no.
I'm too bad to even try.
Yeah, Vatty would second tag and just
See,
give his
I'm-
team double the losses.
See, I'm too bad to even try too, but my second tag is B Major. I just paid some 12-year-old to fucking claim that he's him.
Don't
Isn't that
stop.
right, B Major? I just pay him. I've been paying him for 4 years now.
It's child labor.
Yo. Hey man, he makes some money. It's all good. B Major's not even paying attention.
He probably fell
Like
asleep. I
club.
can't blame him.
It's a school
I-
night for B Major.
I hear them. I think he's playing club with all the San Diego guys right now.
Oh, poor guy.
Rip.
Gotta build that chemistry, bro.
Shout out to the San Diego Gulls. Over here in San Diego, they play in a stadium that's at least 85 years old. That is just stuck in the past. Like all the
You know-
advertisements are from old 80s sitcoms,
You know what's
all
great?
sorts of stuff.
You know what's great about San Diego, though? Lots of plastic surgeons and lots of fake breasts.
Mhm.
True. You'd say that about Anaheim.
I mean, Orange County, baby. Let's go.
Any notable players? What? Any notable players left?
Yes.
Yeah, there's
Deceptive
many
one.
notable players left. Many.
I'm surprised there hasn't been management taken yet.
Right.
There's no excuse why at this point in the draft some of these guys
They
are
said that?
taken that you don't take a guy like Maple Leafs.
Oh, Rippo the Hippo got taken?
Not yet.
Nope.
You said he just popped up.
Who said that?
Oh, did he? Rippo the Hippo just messaged me, actually.
It's probably a don't draft me if I had to guess.
What did he say?
Your
He's
vibe-
probably like, please draft me, Jets shit. What'd he say? Say it loud. He said, call me Rippo Hippo one more time. Well, I'd just
All
like
right,
to
Rippo
say,
Hippo.
we love the Rippo Hippo.
T-shirts coming. Don't you worry.
Rippo Hippo.
I would wear a Rippo Hippo t-shirt.
Hydrazo and Shoe Swag on Max. Those are two really good picks.
Yeah.
And Legion 4.
Speaking
That's a
of
good
shoes,
pick, I think, too, man.
And
Shoe Swag on
Buffalo
Max,
on the clock.
We're getting down here into the nitty gritty.
You look at the Fords. He was probably one of the last few Fords that are ready for.
I feel like if no management goes in these last 4 picks of the 3rd round, the whole 4th round will be managers.
I just want to go to sleep. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I was gonna get on and play Ark, but now I just want to go to sleep. Especially since my wife's already in bed.
Yeah. So they just like disconnect.
Hey, bro, if you're gonna be talking to somebody that's not here, if you could mute your mic, that'd be great.
No, that's me talking to you. I
Talking
speed
to
lag
me?
through that
Did
entire
somebody-
thing.
Somebody disconnect. Oh.
No, I was talking to you guys. I literally got to watch Raiders slow motion turn his face, and then speak in robot voice for like
You know
5
who's
minutes.
actually a really good player that where nobody ever talks about? And it's because he played for Moncton last season, where Moncton didn't have many notable players. Studs TV, dude.
Yeah, I
I'm telling
actually
you,
scouted him. He's
Studs
really good.
TV is a really good player, despite the fact that he played for Moncton. He played on a line with Party Drew, who's really good at feeding the puck. They're both on the draft board. But Studs TV was by far the best forward on Moncton that season. It's really the only reason why we made it out of the first round, and why we pushed a game 7 in the second is because of Studs TV and Party Drew. Not just them. When we had some good goaltending too, but definitely didn't have the greatest defense.
Is One Lucky Lemon not available?
One Lucky Lemon is not a prospect.
Damn.
There's a lot of guys I think that are supposed to be prospects.
Remember,
that aren't
One
in
Lucky
the...
Lemon last season won the Beach Ball Award. He was in the draft last season.
Oh, right.
And did
Well, no,
not-
he won.
He won the Beach Ball
Yeah.
Award last season.
And then he was good this season.
And then he was good this season, All-Star this season. One Lucky Lemon is also another reason why we made it out of the first round and to a Game 7. And the only reason why it was so close at the end there. Of course, you can blame me for losing, but...
Which I do.
Yeah, well, everybody
He
should.
does.
I wish I still had that game film.
Everybody,
You batting down that puck
everybody should.
unknowingly.
I feel like there's some really good players still. Like the guys that were good on subpar or not so good teams are still available.
Clutch 19.
That's an Armada guy. He put up 60 points last season.
Yep.
It's tough to judge some of these guys that put up decent seasons on terrible teams.
Like Studs
I
TV.
don't know if Buffalo's actually watching this, but Sutsy plays really well with GG2214.
Mike carried Kitchener and Shawinigan. No, I think the rock hard lines carried Kitchener and Shawinigan. Hashtag rock hard. I am Pavel Burr. Goes to Buffalo. That's not a bad pick.
Pavel Burr. Who's Pavel Burr?
He is.
He's an X1 guy.
New Maple Leafs off the board. Let's see.
I believe it's Pavel Burre.
I would also believe it's Pavel Burr.
New Maple Leafs off the board, going to the Jets.
About time. That's a
Sensei drop shot influence.
That's a guy that would have went probably top 15 if he would have came out and not taken management.
Oh, he would have for sure
he's
gone
been-
top 15.
dude,
He
he's
was
been-
undefeated.
He's been sitting here. He's been sitting here in the chat going, "Oh man, this sucks." so the fact that he's off the board is great.
That's
but yeah,
good.
I mean,
That's
definitely a good pick there at 89.
He's a guy that can ECU help the team this season. Then next year they're going to get a great
Chicago
player.
Lights goes to Philly.
It's another X1 guy. He's really good.
He's a good X1 guy.
Very good X1 guy.
To be fair, I'm good at X1, so.
I wouldn't go that far.
No, I really am.
Hey, can you put some juice in this?
I'm not
What
kidding.
pick are we?
I
What
was
pick
good.
number?
91. 91. It is.
Okay.
Dallas is on the clock.
My Chrome crashed. I apologize.
You
But no,
should.
serious. I did put up some really good numbers the next one. I'm not even kidding. Like, I wish I was kidding, but I'm not.
And Darcy Kemper's gonna get chat banned already.
And I put some decent numbers up in IOHL too. So
I don't know if you guys are watching chat.
Yeah, it's pretty awful.
It's about as dead as the draft is right now.
Sauceman says, "Here's the Snipe Show pick for Dallas."
Oh, I hope so. Number 91, the Snipe Show 91. It's meant to be.
It would be, yeah. That's exactly right.
And then we could say that he's better than Campus. Which is also...
Mala goes 91.
Oh, Drift the Dream.
92, the Snipe Show. The Snipe Show has to go somewhere in this set.
In this set.
I'll tell you what. If Mike went, Snipe can go.
I didn't go. What are you talking about?
You went last year, right?
No.
Did you not get drafted?
Dude,
last
I have not been a prospect in many seasons. I don't know what you're smoking. The year that I would have been the year that I would have been a prospect, I took management in the AHL.
Croydon Knight.
Croydon Knight followed by
She goes to
Chi.
Islanders. That's good. I like that pick.
And the Jets back on the clock.
Snipe Show.
Those are two good picks too from there. Croydon's a good player, and so is Cheap.
Croydon's one of those guys we were talking about. Guys on bad teams. He was on a terrible team, put up good stats. I think he was the GM of that team, but.
So he's the reason it was a bad team. Yet.
Well, they
not
also
the-
had good
not
old
by play.
CKX Whale fans, so.
Oh God.
I won it again this season as well, right?
Jets GT is steal if Maple plays AHL next season. Mm-hmm.
Who drafted Maple Leafs?
That would be
Winnipeg.
the Winnipeg Jets.
Solid pick.
The same people who picked up Croydon Knight and are now on the clock. I mean, in all honesty, I'm looking at Winnipeg's picks, and I'm seeing some decent picks. I mean, outside
It's
of
a lot of
Sensei-
fourth line worthy
yeah,
right there.
Outside of Sensei drop shot, that was terrible. Jet Mike was a troll bid. I was a troll
Damn.
bid last season.
Who troll bidded on you?
That's what I meant.
One
Not
of the
drafted,
AHL
troll
teams.
bid.
Reimer goes to Winnipeg. Dude, I honestly don't even remember who the fuck troll bid on me, but they did. And I'm probably.
It's kind of annoying watching that happen. I'm hoping that doesn't happen this season.
Oh, it will.
Oh, it won't happen to me. I haven't even signed up yet. So.
Smart man.
Well, it's not because I want to go to the CHL. It's because I don't even own the game yet.
It's actually a good game.
Charlotte. That's right.
Oh, Sensei Shitter's back.
Back.
Oh, jeez.
He said, "I'm back."
That was your AHL debut.
I don't know. I just made a whole bunch of helped a whole bunch of my team's picks. Got my line mate Sonny.
You still got 102nd pick, bro.
Yeah. We'll see.
That's a Snipe Show.
Which is about where you should have gone.
Oh fuck! Christ.
If not 124th, you should have been Mr. Irrelevant there in Toronto.
I would have loved being picked by Toronto. I would have ran upstairs, got my Matthews jersey, threw it on, and fucking jumped right in this room for you. I'll do it anyways if you want.
Yeah, thanks.
Sensei just ran out to buy a Winnipeg jersey.
Fucking Jet.
And Game Guru goes to Dallas, and Vegas is on the clock for the first time since the #1 overall pick.
I feel like Vegas needs the snipe show.
I feel like Vegas needs a lot.
Somebody needs this snipe show.
Somebody definitely needs the snipe show.
Anybody.
The Vegas jersey looked really sick in the game.
Someone just needs to help that kid understand the site.
He understands
too
it's
late.
fine.
It's too late at this point. People
He's
already
making
have
videos to help.
People
scout.
have their preconceived notions about a person, and there's no way to shake it by what he does.
Oh, that's true.
I can't believe Deceptive hasn't been taken yet.
I can't believe that Vegas is taking so fucking long.
I can't believe defective Lego wasn't drafted.
I know, what the fuck?
Where would he have went if he came out?
He would have been.
Top 5.
10. I would have said at least top 10, most definitely. If defective Lego had stayed and gone into the draft.
At this point, let's just start picking good gamer tags, boys. Let's go.
I say start taking managers. A lot of good managers still on the board.
I'll
I
tell
think
you what.
Rippo Hippo's still on the board too.
Yeah, Rippo's still there.
Rippo the Hippo.
Another guy, Washboard 25, is a stud defenseman.
Washboard hasn't been picked. Literally just as you said that. Somebody said that in the chat box.
He's another one of those Banana League guys that
How is
these
Deceptive
are really,
not?
really good tens.
There we
Both
go.
those guys
Oh,
should be.
Penny Fresh. How did we miss Penny Fresh?
He was on the second page of this draft list because he has a stupid X before his name.
Right? Oh, jeez. Here we go. I
98.
can't even say Vegas is
Good bet.
freaking the person that fucking got drafted to Vegas, but then
Swan.
followed by what?
It's Swan.
Bullshit.
S-W-A-N.
There's just
Swan.
lines in between each letter.
Oh, that's so gay. Stupid ass fucking name. Penny Fresh, Scrags, and then 98. How did we forget 98 too? Jeez.
Well, he's a manager.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's true. But I can't believe we forgot Penny Fresh. Penny Fresh, the All-Star. Penny Fresh.
I love the people who apparently... I mean, I don't know how the league picks NHL owners, but I love the people that are in there like, who? This guy's CHL management. Like, yeah, no shit. But, like, here's how it works this season.
I think picking management makes a lot of sense. A lot of people might shy away from it because it's like you don't get a player this year. But to help your team this year, say you're going to like trade deadline area, there's another team looking to help build their team for next year. You trade for the manager, you get something to help your team for this year at trade deadline. Something like that.
Yeah, there's that too, and like I said, it's probably better than drafting someone who you're just gonna bury in the CHL anyway. At least you won't waste a contract year.
You can get a first-round caliber player in a season.
Yeah, like New Maple Leafs going at 89.
And especially this early into the game's life, by the second season of this game, people are going to be good, especially those guys that have another season under their belt without being thrown straight into the NHL or the AHL.
I tend to agree with what Jed said. I swear Darcy Kemper's trying to just get himself chat banned at this point.
And Karoxy goes to Ottawa.
Media director Karoxy.
Mr. Media Director goes to Ottawa.
Eat a dick, Campos.
Still no Campos. Someone please draft the Snipe Show before Campos.
Oh, God.
Or just don't draft Campos after he tells us how good he is constantly.
Yeah, one or the other.
How do you have 2 picks? Draft both of them.
No.
I make them line mates. Sam Evilson.
It's a good play. That's a good pick. He's a good player too.
Sam Evilson. And
Might see some more goalies now that it's 500K.
Winnipeg is up.
Pick 101.
Dang it.
There is literally only one team that is not drafted yet.
Toronto?
Hey, somebody shouted out Anaheim.
Toronto has drafted. However, pick 122 has not.
The San Jose Sharks only have 4th rounder.
Oh, and Detroit. I don't think Detroit's drafted either.
No, maybe not. Detroit getting up there.
They dumped all their picks to Valley.
Hurry up, I want to watch.
Boston goes 103, 104. They go washboard and deceptive, and they have an AHL caliber defensive pairing in the 4th round.
It's pretty crazy.
I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do with this
I
last
think
pick.
Jerome traded all our picks. I don't know.
I told you what to do with the last pick, Vatty. Snipe Show 91.
No.
You can't go wrong.
Take a minute.
Yeah, you can.
Take Bobby.
There's no way Vadi leaves deceptive on the board at 105.
Bobby 57. Take a look at him. He's a real good defenseman.
Bobby's good as well.
Ooh, Zach Rell.
It's a good manager. It's a
I think
manager.
Vetty goes Rippo at 105.
I absolutely agree with you. Rippo Hippo is... You just can't ignore it. I'm going to torture him with Rippo Hippo all season. I would like if people got their picks in because I need to leave, so...
This late, you have to have an idea. There's 15 guys left on the board that should be taken. Everyone should know who they were, and they should know by now who they're going to take. Baby Farm McGee's still out there.
Hey, Sensei, can you get your team on this, please? Thanks.
I thought they were pretty decided when I left the party on who's getting picked from 102.
A lot changed in a
Guess
little bit of time.
not. I guess something changed.
I forget Karoxy is a management pick too. I forgot that he took management this season.
QC Rambo's pretty decent too.
Mm-hmm.
Way better than Neil Rambo.
Yep.
Putting QC in front of
I'm
your
going
name.
to hope that Dings has his picks pre-picked because that would be nice. Only like 3 picks away.
Oh my god, dude. I am so fucking tired. Dude, we're like 3 hours in.
I've had the same guy pre-pick since 2nd round.
It's Rippo, for sure now.
Oh, hell. Oh, yeah.
Next season, tune in for the first round of the draft.
Yeah, dude. That's it. Short, sweet,
Although-
to the point, we're done.
That's the point.
Daddy, if you don't
And
draft
then watch
one
us
of-
have an absolute first round like snub, and then we go, oh, we gotta wait until this guy goes.
He just keeps falling and falling.
Yeah. Like what the fuck? Oh, and then we go through the entire draft. He never gets picked.
And
then we
Winnipeg's not
realize
even
he's
going to
not
pick.
signed up.
Here's your skip pick.
Winnipeg
Wow.
says, we have drop shot, we don't need anybody else. Fuck right off.
I can't believe it. I can't believe there's guys out there and we're skipping.
Wow. Oh, they got Duchesne.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Under the wire.
And here comes the next 2 picks. I guarantee it.
Boston
Why that
taking
took
its
so
time.
long?
Boston, I hate you. Just want to go to
Boston is.
bed.
Rumor has it Boston's torn between the Sniper 91 and DJ Poop Fart.
The Dangs do it.
Tatawaka.
How many viewers do we still have?
Tatawaka.
Still 33.
36
those-
on mine.
36 dedicated.
Wait, Mastodon, really?
people.
Just one more pick, please.
We got
Please.
Splash Cole still waiting
Mastodon,
to get
Mastodon, tell me you're joking, dude.
picked. Tatawaka.
Now, this is actually an interesting time for LG because, as a matter of fact, you could probably check news feeds now, but let's see how many signups happen in the
After.
next coming days.
Mm-hmm.
Draft dodgers everywhere. Yep, there's
All
one.
right, here we
Federal
go.
91X
Thank
is signed
you for
up.
fucking passing my guy up.
Hydra Illusions.
Mr.
And
Fancy Pants is
Red
signed up.
Wings
JM
Speedy.
814.
Washboard, there he goes. Washboard goes to Buffalo.
That's a great pick.
Ton of signups already during this draft.
I like that Red Wings pick, Patty. Good pick. Good pick.
Yeah, he's a NHL ready guy. I'm gonna have him for 500K next season.
So Rippo goes at 109.
Oh, Hugh Hefner was your dad. Shut the fuck up.
Both of those picks, Red Wings and Washington, were both really good picks for being 105 and 106. Red Wings is another one of those guys that could have easily been a top 20 player.
You know, we should start thinking about all of us moving in together and recording the Doghouse at once. I hear that there's a really good piece of property available.
I don't know if I could live with your kids.
The Playboy Mansion.
Could you imagine?
I'll just stick them in the grotto, bro.
Here, the Owens Down team house. No problem.
Let's do it, dude. So I'll move into the fucking Playboy Mansion, dude.
Didn't they sell
Vero
that like
goes
2 years ago?
Philly.
Oh, there's your first troll pick.
And Columbus on the clock. Wait, what'd you say about 2 years ago?
No, what? I said Vero, that's your first troll pick.
Yeah, but you said something about 2 years ago.
Oh, I said the Playboy Mansion was sold 2 years ago.
Oh, and here we go. I'm good now.
Rippo?
Thank you, LG.
Rish X13.
Hawks fan 20.
Hawks fan 20.
It's a good pick.
Turn it back on.
Thank you. You're welcome, Jude. Yep.
And Columbus back on the clock.
Columbus, the Sniper 91, still sitting on the board.
All right, LG. Well, best of luck. Thanks for letting me on the show.
Yeah, thanks for coming by, Maddie. It's been surprisingly pleasant.
Jet, you're so cute, but drop
Thank
shots
you.
got you beat, so it's okay.
He does have good
it's,
hair.
It's the puff, dude.
It's the fucking hair.
It's the puff
Like,
in the front, dude.
you're
We'll
too
call
fucking perfect. God damn it. Hate
You
you.
see me when I was 75 pounds heavier with a man bun, like field goal team over there.
Did you sing, hey, it's okay,
But actually,
it's okay,
I have-
you're welcome?
If I'm Deceptive One or Splash Cole, I'm sitting there and I'm just livid that Vero went before I did.
Probably livid that
There-
a bunch of these guys went.
Vero played one game probably last season, sat on TCs, bounced around. They traded her literally because she's the girl YouTube streamer on LG. So she just bounces around, and now here she is, troll picked in the first, or I guess not the first round, one of the last picks, with still viable options out there.
No, I don't want it.
Heartless goes to Columbus. And here's New Jersey on the clock. Hopefully picking the snipe show.
Nope. Devon Boy and Ottawa on the clock for 2.
Ottawa hopefully picking the snipe show.
Walk like Sean. Walk like Sean.
I'll make a plea for it in the chat box here.
I'm with Sossaman. Zach Rell should have been picked.
Want this one?
Management.
Yeah, he should have been picked already.
That I just pressed?
Him and Reader.
Pure talent on the draft snipe show book train.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
Both Readers and Zach Bell could have been drafted. I think them taking management is what killed them. They're both 90-point players.
Rippo still on the board.
I hate you.
So is Foghorn Leghorn.
Jared's still on the board too, and Jared's a good center.
Pure talent with the hashtag draft the snipe show.
Ottawa got their goalies. LOL. It's true. They got Endo.
Yeah, but they could use a solid backup in the snipe show 91.
Deceptive says my dreams of being drafted are almost gone.
Damn.
That's all right. We'll start those Armada dreams, Deceptive.
Think
Everybody
Macedon
bid up
says
Deceptive.
think I would take the Greach over the snipe show.
Ouch.
Oof.
You know, I'll go out on a limb. Snipe Show's a better goalie than Breach.
Oh my fucking god.
Captain Campos sighting in the management chat complaining. I hear he's crying.
Literally, not many picks
in-
left. Blue Devs, 9
That's
goes.
a good pick.
Ottawa better not take the same amount of time to pick their next pick.
The snipe show 91.
They've already got their goalies, man.
Brown is out there too. Brown's still a good player.
Deceptive.
What can Brown do for you?
What can Brown do for you?
Nothing apparently because he's not getting drafted.
King Kaz.
King Kaz.
The third.
Good job, Ottawa. Way to speed through that one. We're almost there.
Oh man.
Tampa Bay.
This is a marathon session. This is
Angry
training.
Fawn.
No.
Fawn.
Angry Fawn's a good player.
And Sarij. What the fuck?
Sari Arby.
Whatever, dude. Columbus.
I love watching Mike struggle through names. It's one of my favorite things.
That's the only reason why people tune into these things.
Come on, drop shot's not even that hard.
Drop puck. Since they
Puck
drop
shot.
But
Montour wasn't too hard either,
Dude,
and he became Monitor immediately.
Monitor. Yep.
He's
I remember
in
good
the
old
draft
Monitor.
too. No one's
Monitor?
drafting Monitor.
Nobody's drafting the Monitor.
No draft for Splash Cole either. Ouch.
Yikes.
No draft for
My wife
Captain
hates
Campos.
I've been blacklisted. Drop shot's fault.
DJ Poop Fart still on the board.
Deceptive said he's been
My fault?
blacklisted and it's his fault. Yeah. Mike is the Don Cherry of the CHL. Mm-hmm.
that sounds pretty accurate.
You need to get some brighter colored suits. You'd be set.
I think so, man.
Shout out to Don Cherry, one of the best dressed people around.
Jared 2112.
And Detroit with their first pick coming up. Jared 2112 and Daily Spitz. And Detroit is on the board. Cannot pronounce any of the names. No, I cannot.
Jared's good, man.
Neither can
Jared
Don.
almost one of the big reasons the Sea Dogs went as far as they did. Came up big for them in the playoffs.
Ooh, Miss Adele.
Strider didn't get drafted either.
I'm so tired, dude. Come on. 6 more picks. Let's go. 7 more picks.
I've never seen Mike so excited for something to end.
Well, we still
It's
gotta
good to
do-
see
we
pure
still gotta
talent
do the
fighting a
post-
good fight in the
We
chat
still gotta
box.
do the post draft too, dude.
pure talent.
So tired.
We're doing the
strongly
post.
lobbying.
We might as well do the post draft now. The draft's over.
Oh, all right. Yeah, we'll start. No, we won't start now.
Do we really need a post-draft show? We've beaten this to death.
Dude, it'll be like a fucking 2-minute post-draft show.
Players were picked. Some weren't.
Thanks
Some
for tuning in.
suck.
We'll see you guys.
See you tomorrow.
See you next Tuesday. Yeah, actually tomorrow with Tris.
See you tomorrow.
See you
Thank God
tomorrow
it's not
with Tris 10.
Thank God it's not Brody. We'd be here all night again.
Oh God, yeah.
Tri-
Well, Tris is kind of long-winded too. Not
That's
quite as
true.
long-winded as fucking Brody is, but Tris is.
Tris
pretty
stays on
long-winded.
topic though.
does.
Brody's got a wandering mind.
The best
What-
part about Brody
what
is
did
you ask him a
guys say
question.
about me, dude. I don't even know who you are.
You
Thoughts
ask for
on
a
C-Train
question?
pick? I'm
I
just
like
kidding,
C-Train.
Ace. I'm just kidding.
Good pick.
What did we say about Gen Rebel? Is that what you're asking? You're Gen
also-
Rebel, aren't you, Ace Boy? I believe we said that was a good pick at the spot it was at.
We did.
Yeah.
But the thing about Brody is like you ask him a question and he answers like 5 questions you didn't know you
did
had.
Go 78. You said 76 or 78. Well, 78 is yeah. You're okay. I was gonna say you're not dull.
Hello, beautiful.
Yeah, 77 and 78. Those were the good picks.
Yeah.
LA
70
did
he's
well
76.
with what they could.
He was 76. He's
Oh, Gen Rebel. Not
Gen
bad.
Rebel.
It's a good
Yeah,
pick.
it's a good pick.
So who do you think won the draft? Because
We'll go over that. We'll go over that in the post game.
Come on, Mike. There's
Fuck
six.
yourself.
There's
Fuck
6
yourself.
pick left. You know who's not going to win the draft? Toronto.
You know who's
And their
really
2
not
picks,
gonna...
or Detroit and their 1 pick. We might as well go
Yeah,
now.
Detroit and San Jose lost this draft already. They haven't even picked yet. No comment on pick 103. Dude, you're just reaching.
I do like that name, Tatawaka. Shout out to Tatawaka.
Tatawaka.
Whoever doesn't draft Snipe Show definitely lost this draft.
So, every team.
Everybody.
Every team lost this draft for not getting the great Snipe Show 91.
If New Jersey takes Deceptive One with this last pick, they win the draft.
That is a very good point. Yeah, if they manage to steal Deceptive this late.
Deceptive could play in the NHL.
Also,
everybody
Winnipeg
wants me to
lost.
go through and talk about their picks. Let's see. Oh, C-Train. Yeah, I mean, we already said that was a good pick.
I love you, C-Train. Choo
How
choo.
about pick 37, Mike? How was that one?
Oh, terrible.
Feels like a
Absolute-
reach.
Like a crazy ass reach, dude. I mean, they definitely could
The
have
Snipe
waited.
Show 91 to the Detroit
The Snipe
Red
Show
Wings.
91
Oh,
Detroit
the
Red
only
Wings.
pick they
Called
grabbed.
it.
Oh,
And we go.
oh,
Two sip
Detroit
goes to New
did.
Jersey. New Jersey's day is done. The Rangers picked the real Kirk, Captain Kirk.
Oh, it just started popping off after.
New York
the
Islanders,
Snipe-
come on. Don't do me like this, New York Islanders.
You know, Detroit won the draft, dude. They had 1 pick, but they
Won the
made it
draft.
count.
One. It's over.
Well, let's see what San Jose is San Jose the ones that are going to pick Deceptive? Maybe.
Someone has to pick. If he doesn't, it's an
One of these
injustice.
last 4 teams have to pick.
It's the biggest injustice is he doesn't.
A 500K Deceptive in season 29.
I just had to point out to Captain Campos in the managers chat that the Snipe Show got drafted and he didn't.
Well, there's still 3 picks left.
That's
Or
true.
4. Still 4 picks.
Still no Splash Cole. Xbox Bing out there too. He's
No,
another
what would
good
be
player.
a real slap in the face is if I am Watkins gets picked before him, dude. After making fun of his fucking gamer tag.
That is the best.
Come on, New York Islanders, you sons of bitches.
Muselli too. Muselli's the center. Muselli can play in the HL. Another good player. Had a good season. And we're at the point where you don't know if the Islanders are there thinking about who they really want, or if they've just already tuned out of the draft. I'm just gonna let it go at this point.
Yeah, and even if I feel like at this point of the draft, even if you don't want to pick, just pick anyone, so that you don't take the whole 5
Snipe
minutes.
show for Detroit starting Tendy.
Yes.
I fuck with it.
What if he was like a crazy success story though?
He could be, man. He could be a viable goalie. Maybe not in the NHL, but he could have easily played in the CHL or the AHL. I think he'll do fine. He's willing to put in the work, which is more than you can say for most people in this game.
Maybe someone just saw something in the Snipe show that they liked.
Well, he goes to hard to the net.
Yeah, he likes
That's
to
all
make
you can
plays.
ask. That's what I want. I want my Tendy to make plays.
And go hard to the net.
Go hard to the net.
What's wrong?
How about pick 42, eh? Swifty tip.
It's a Carolina.
Yeah,
Carolina's
good
Just-
buddy of mine
Just
over
the
there.
tip. Just the tip.
They reached on that one for sure.
Just to see how it feels.
I don't know. You look at Carolina. Carolina.
They had a pretty good draft overall.
Jonesy 14
Carolina got some good players.
goes to New York Islanders, and San Jose is on the clock for the first time in this draft with
Are they even
the
here?
last 3 picks. Yep. Lemelin 11 they picked right away. So Columbus for the second to last pick before Mr. Irrelevant goes to Toronto.
Dada.
What
Wait.
right.
Mama. Dada.
What
Up, up, up. Mama.
What a fantastic draft this has been. The Snipe Show, 91 at 118.
APX in the
Hope
top
Seth
5.
gets 124, so he can be Mr. Irrelevant and mess everybody up and see 29. Thanks, Steve.
Sauceman says amazing how few managers were taken.
Surprising.
It is pretty surprising. Honestly.
Nah, I guess some viewed it as a risky pick, I guess.
Draft a manager. They
Great
decide to hate
marathon
the game
show,
in their
guys. How much money did you raise? I made $2.50 on this.
For the sub.
Yep, thanks to Saucerman.
TOS not happy.
TOS shaking his head in disapproval.
Yep.
I'm just saying, this is how we get ready for the new season of the Doghouse.
And it's still September, by the way, guys. So you know, subs are half off. Just letting you know. Only cost you $2.50.
Do you still make $2.50, or do you get?
And I still make
$1.25?
the $2.50.
Why would you announce that now that you have 18 viewers that are still dedicated?
I have 29 viewers.
Yeah, see.
Because I'm not doing this for subs, dude. I do my fucking regular streams for subs. I just happen to get more subs for doing this than I do my regular stream.
Well,
Because me and Raiders are always on. We bring the subs in.
Oh, Raiders is one of my
There you go.
subs.
There you go,
Oh,
Mike.
Sensei drop shot with the sub.
Oh, I mean, I didn't pay for that. And Twitch Prime.
Yeah, right?
Welcome aboard.
Winnipeg
Oh.
Jets fan goes to Columbus, and who is Mr. Irrelevant there, Toronto? We need to know. It is Dakot Reap. So there we go.
Hey there,
Campos didn't get
Oh,
drafted.
look at that. Raiders
Oh.
Raiders for the 2 month in a row.
Wow. Septiv didn't get drafted.
All right.
I can't.
No,
I
Deceptive
can't
did
believe
not
that.
get
That's-
drafted.
That's ridiculous, dude.
Neither did
All
Bobby.
right, so here we go. Post show. Who had the best draft? Jet.
I think it's tough. Obviously, the two teams that had the two most picks are New Jersey and Anaheim, and I think they did well with their picks. I think New Jersey won the draft. New Jersey, they went ahead. They went out and got Rio and Line. They got Lax, who's a great player. Who did they end up with? They ended up with 30 Jers, and 30 Jers, that's a solid tendy. I think all their picks were hits. They didn't really miss on any of them. I think they won the draft.
Raiders.
I think the same. I feel like New Jersey definitely had the best picks early on, and remained solid throughout the whole draft. I feel like other teams had good picks early, but then kind of fell off in the later rounds and lost their way, their vision. But yeah, if I had to pick a winner, it'd definitely be the Devils.
Drop puck.
Detroit Red Wings. Snipe Show 91. No. Can I pick my own team? Because I think they actually had a really good draft.
You can pick whoever you want.
Outside, yeah, I won't talk about them picking me, but I think Newfie Pinnell is a really good defenseman. I think they stole him at 27. And I think with my help, they got a 6 center in Sunrise Skydriver at 74. I think they just made solid picks all the way throughout the draft, and I like that they picked GMs at the end. I think that's a good strategy to pick those and maybe trade them at the trade deadline. Get something good for them and build your team for the playoffs.
You know, honestly, I was also going to go with Winnipeg. They did have a damn good draft. Jersey, yes. Jersey had the advantage of having really early picks with 2 and 3, and then 12 right off the bat. So yes, honestly, they did have the best draft. However, I think Winnipeg had a damn good draft. You know, followed by Detroit, obviously, with the Snipe Show.
And you know, you can say that he had a good draft too. For all the picks that he had, he didn't have any big misses. He didn't go anybody. He didn't Vati. He didn't pick a Raiders and waste a pick or anything like that. All those picks he made are all good picks. They're all good players.
I agree. I'd agree. I wish we had B Major here still to tell us who he thought won. You know, being the draft guy he is. But guys, join us tomorrow. We will have Tristan live for you on this same channel. So join us then, and join us for his mail time, because we will have mail time tomorrow. Definitely wasn't going to do it today. It's way too fucking late. But from myself, Jet, Air Raiders, Sensei Puck Drop, and, well, B Major and Vati, who were here earlier, LG. Vape away.
Anders, what happened to your vape? You had a very brief stint of co-vaping.
I think
It broke.
Broke it, didn't he? Fucking idiot.
You all need vapes at the same time.
You think so?
They fit throughout the whole show. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe we should get sponsored or something.
Yeah,
There's
you need to get sponsored by a vape shop.
There's that guy that put in the management chat. I don't know why he hasn't sent you a vape. I don't remember his gamer tag, but he has his vape shop here in California somewhere.
I always forget to have this queued up here.
So
Are we
we
just talking? Are we just dead air talking right now? You guys,
Oh yeah. With
If anyone still
with
here
no
has
background
a
music.
vape
There we go. Now we got the
let us
background
know.
music. I always forget to have it queued up for our live shows.
The
I'll get
Snipe
it.
Show,
I'll get it tomorrow.
biggest draft win.
Think so? 91.
That is awesome.
that's a good story.
Dirty Jersey
Except
wants to
for-
make a Doghouse appearance sometime. I think we should get him on.
It's a good story, except for the fact that you kind of know he's getting straight sent to the CHL.
Right back on another TC that he'll never play in, but at least we can say that he was.
You can say he was drafted.
I'm
everybody
right
can say
there
that.
with Plastic Zucchini there. The Smock sponsor, dude. I love Smock. I'm all about Smock, dude. My shit.
We'll see. I think it'd be a great story if he stayed up and fucking just killed it.
That would be awesome.
Wonger said he won the draft, except didn't he pick somebody who's blacklisted?
Yeah, someone picked someone that was banned.
That was Wonger. Definitely Wonger.
Might have been Jersey who picked someone that was banned, actually.
Was it?
Yeah, somebody was banned. I don't even know why they were still on the list.
Wonger says, I won the draft, I lost the draft.
You win some, you lose some. It was the best times, it was the worst times.
God, that was a long show.
Isn't this about the time where Krispy Kremer would say special thanks to Krispy Kremer and then have an offshore like bouncing around?
Yeah.
Bouncing around the top. Yeah.
Bouncing around the top.
I wish I'd have been doing this show when it was Krispy Kremer's draft season. I would have got him drafted.
No. There's no getting them drafted.
If I can get the Snipe Show drafted, I can get Krispy Kreme drafted.
But the Snipe Show actually has some sort of skill.
Ooh. You're telling me said that.